When last we left our heroes, the night burned of crimson. The eastern side of the Order of the Red Lily Monk Monastery still echoed with the screams of battle as the vampiric hordes of the Crimson Shroud were finally driven back. Broken undead lay scattered across the stone, but there was no time to rest. Even as the dust settled, desperate monks came running with grim news. The enemy was at the heart of the monastery. Without hesitation, you rushed towards the central courtyard where the walls of the main hall trembled beneath the relentless assault. As you emerged into the open space, torchlight revealed a grim sight. Vampiric riders charging through the courtyard, astride undead horses, their eyes burning with hunger, their massive halberds dripping with fresh blood. Steel rang against stone, and the battle erupted. Jade stood firm amidst the chaos, arcane energy flashing as spells tore into the enemy and her crossbow finding its mark. In between incantations, Fancy danced through the fray, her eldritch power lashing out while her support kept the party standing. Angus Lightforge waded into the thick of it, holy power flaring with his mace, crushing bone, shadow alike, and his prayers kept death at bay. And Talbot and Finwick, a deadly duo delivering a flurry of fist and arrow. The fight was fierce, a brutal back and forth that tested every breath that you had left. But then the sky screamed. A massive shape descended from above, slamming into the courtyard with earth-shaking force. Stone shattered, blood sprayed. A towering vampire spawn from this crater, wings unfurling, its presence crushing and absolute. This was no mere vampire. This was slaughter given form. What followed was the most brutal battle our heroes have faced yet. Each blow from the creature carried death with it, nearly ending the lives in a single strike. One by one, you fell to the edge of consciousness, clawing your way back through sheer will and the desperate aid of your allies. And the courtyard became a place of blood, broken stone, and raw defiance. And then Angus broke, cornered by death and desperation, something darker. Within, he answered the call. The light twisted, the air grew cold, and Angus Lightforge gave way to something far more terrible once again. Angus Shadowforge emerged. TM, I trademarked that. Power and fury surging as the line between the divine duty and infernal strength shattered. And with that final terrible push, you all fought on. And against impossible odds, through pain and exhaustion, through shadow and blood, you all worked together and struck the monster down. And the massive crimson spawn fell. And that's where we ended our game. Alright, so as the final blow lands and the monstrous winged vampire lets out a distorted, choking roar that echoes through the courtyard, its wings, once vast and terrible, flare wide and a last reflex before collapsing inward. Feathers crumble into ash as the creature falls to its knees. Then, with a thunderous crash, the beast toppled forward, its massive form shaking loose tiles and sending a wave of dust billowing over you all. For a heartbeat, there is only silence. And then you look to the corpse of Winged Terror, the creature that should have torn through battalions. A massive predator of the night, a nightmare that even seasoned monks will speak of for years to come. But you slew it. You stood against its fury, its impossible strength, its blood-boiling screams, and you did not yield. The courtyard, still trembling from the battle's end, feels impossibly small compared to the magnitude of what you just accomplished. So I'd like to start by, asking, what's going through Jade's mind as you take in what's happened?
I think it's just pure sort of shock and disbelief. Like, this has been the craziest day there's ever been, but she's glad that Finn-Wick's okay. Am I still covered in blood? No, I think I cleaned myself up from that.
Did you clean yourself up before or after the last battle?
No, never mind.
It was while you were running.
I also need...
Yeah, I remember you cleaned everybody up while running to the main path there to the last battle. So in between battles, I remember you cleaned up, but I don't think you have yet, because literally the big body just fell. But at least the last battle, you guys were in a blood tornado and everything, so that was more an extreme one. Right now, you're just covered in everything, you know. But that said, very good. I will.
Angus.
What?
Do you feel that, little forge priest? That power was me. You would be a corpse cooling on the stone without my chains wrapped around your will.
I got so off guard by that.
Yeah. I didn't know what was happening. Like, I got scared.
You just went quiet, like completely quiet. You just see Angus shit his pants, I guess.
Yeah. It's like, well, this is new.
Oh.
Angus, you called for me, and your enemies bled for it. Admit it, for one glorious moment you weren't afraid of what you are.
Do you even know what we are?
I know what I am.
Yeah, back in the cage.
You say that, but look at your hands, Angus. Still shaking. Still pretending the victory was yours alone.
I knew I couldn't do that by myself, but I also knew that you couldn't be let loose on this monastery.
Look around. Look around, Angus. They'll all thank you, won't they? The damn heroes always do. But it was my strength that cracked that monster's spine, not yours. Remember that.
It's true. You did crack its spine. And I did let you loose. But remember, this is a balance. We let you loose, then what happens? There's no back to you for you. You can't go back. You're stuck.
Yeah, keep telling yourself that, dwarf. That you'll never need me again, right?
I didn't say I wouldn't need you. We need each other. As much as I would hate to work with you, but we gotta realize what we're in for. Sure, I don't have the strength to beat down whatever the fuck that was. But you can't go back. And you can't even get out by yourself. We have advantages we both bring to the table here. We need to start working together.
Are you saying you don't view me as a curse anymore?
A great smith knows how to use all tools.
Well, let me tell you, Angus, I am your truth, hammered hot and screaming beneath your faith. But yes, I'll work with you. Maybe next time you won't even wait for me to ask.
Let's just hope next time's not today.
No, I've done enough for today. But you know, every time you open the door, even a crack, it gets harder to close. And I can hear the hinges weakening.
I just kind of drowned the noise out in my head now.
You drown the noise out as it appears that he has left your head and he's stopped the conversation anyways. Well, Angus, after that conversation and standing and looking at everything around you, how do you feel about that last comment that the devil made?
I'm really struggling to. I know I have to work, and like it's like an obligation that like is just burnt there. It's more of an obligation, really. It's like a duty, and I know that I have to do it, but it's weighing. It's to the point where I'm weighing the pros and cons of whether this can be profitably done.
Yeah, it's quite the burden. And quite the balance that you need to have here. Maybe you can do it, maybe you can't. Time will tell.
Either way, Angus looks so lost in thought right now, he doesn't really even know where he's standing.
And as for the rest of you, what are you all doing?
So are we still in the courtyard with
Yes.
everything that just happened?
Yes,
Okay.
the big creature is there and just in front of you. Dead. And yeah. You are there.
That thing exploded in the ash, though, didn't it? Because Finn was the one to finish it off.
Oh, was he? I don't remember. But did he get the last blow in?
That's in my notes.
Oh. Well, if that's the case, after your last
Well,
blow.
no, I meant, I understood what he meant by what he said.
Oh yeah, but so Nick, is that what happened? I didn't remember that detail. Did Finwick hit the last blow?
Yeah, I said that in my notes. Finn finished off the Crimson Spawn, which then explodes into ash.
Well, okay. Well, my bad. Retcon. So basically, as it tumbles to the
That's what
ground.
he did last time.
Yeah. Well, if Finwick got the final blow, then yes, it bursts into ash after everything I just explained as it tumbled to the ground. With its last dying breath, it just bursts into ash and then blows away in the wind.
I'm going to seek the head of my order and make sure everything else is okay. And then we need to talk. Clean yourselves up as best you can. And then I'm gonna go back into the monastery and look for him, just to basically we don't have to RP it out. I'm going in to see if who survived, if anyone died, if he needs help with any rites, stuff like that.
Sounds good. And I'll just say to all of you now, as you all look around, you hear the clash of steel and the hisses of the monstrous breath from all the creatures around begin to fade, and the shrieks of the undead grow fewer, then distant, and then gone. The sounds of battle diminish, And you turn around to see the monks of the Order of the Red Lily emerging from smoke-choked pathways and broken archways. Their black and crimson robes are torn, splattered with blood and ash. They stand tall, silent, disciplined, and resolute. Some are carrying their wounded brothers on makeshift stretchers. Others move with weapons still raised, searching for stragglers. But already it's clear to see that the undead forces are in full retreat. Yeah. Well, as Finwick goes off, and Angus is staring off into the abyss, what's the rest of you guys doing?
What time is it right now? Because I know a lot of stuff has happened.
It's late in the night. It's probably like 1 a.m. if there was a thing,
Okay. Like, I've been here before for an extended period of time. So would I be able to go to one of the monks who I know and just see, if they can give us some accommodations for the evening and a place to clean ourselves? Because most of us are covered in blood and ash.
Oh, for sure. So you go out to look for a monk that you actually know. Very good. You hear the bell chiming. You look up to the tower above you, and you see there is a monk up there, and that bell is being rung as an indication that victory is yours. And you don't have to go too far, Talbot. You see a group of monks that are gathered on the courtyard's edge. They see you approach. As you approach, they bow their head to you in a silent acknowledgement of your valor. And, yeah. You approached him, I guess, like you said, and you're going to ask for accommodations, right?
Yeah, like, I mean, we don't need to RP anything out unless you want to, but that's sort of what I'm intending to do, like, just sort of go up just to see if there's, like, any place, like, that myself and my companions can rest for the night, as it's far too late for us to return back to town, and just enough for us to sort of get cleaned up.
For sure. And
there would be, like, a couple rooms in the monastery that would be for family members of people that are getting the rites done to them if they were coming up to be with them. If they're not occupied, I don't know. That's up to you.
Yeah, and there's also plenty of sleeping quarters as well. So after speaking with this guy, he redirects you to somebody who could make that decision, and shortly thereafter, he sets you up with the directions. And you are familiar enough with the monastery to know basically the sleeping quarters that he tells you is unoccupied, and it should suffice for you and all of your friends.
Okay. So I'll, like, guide the rest of the party there, and I'll leave a message to the monk just saying that, like, when Finwick arrives, just sort of point him in our direction, please.
Does Angus still, like, look like he's spaced out, or does he look like he's aware of what's happening now?
Oh, no clue what's going on.
Okay,
Not
cool.
an idea.
Okay. As you say that, Talbot.
It's been a while.
I was going to call you Leopold.
Nope. Nope.
Wrong game. So as you say that, Talbot, I'll look over to both you and Jade. I'll give, like, a nod. I'll go over to Angus, and I'll just kind of reach out, just lightly touch the back of your hand, see if that kind of, like, brings you around, or if you're still not in the world.
If you touch me, I'll look up or around, like I'll snap out of the haze. Like I'm not in, like, a trance, whatever. I'm just off of my own thoughts.
Okay. Come on, Angus. Let's find a place to rest. Looks like Talbot and Finwick can bring us somewhere.
Yes, let's get out of here. And just kind of muddle on behind you, let you lead the way.
Okay. As you start to follow Talbot's lead, as he's, I guess, motioning for you guys all to rally up and, right? I assume, right? To guide them where they need to go.
Yeah, I was going to lead them there just so they can sort of, be a bit more isolated, because right now we're still in this, like, courtyard. I'm sure they probably don't know where to go.
And as you're making your way in, you just see off in the distance Kriegel shouting out across the grounds to all the monks. His voice is kind of warm but steady. The immediate danger has passed. Warriors, healers, everyone, rest now. You have earned it, and we will need your strength for what comes next. By midday tomorrow, all who can stand must gather in the main hall. There is much to discuss, and even more yet to understand. And, yeah, with that, you all head inside, with the weight of your victory settling over you. And we'll hop over to Finwick. Finwick, you were heading inside to do what again?
I was going to speak to the head of the order just to make sure, if there was anything that needed to be done, talk to him for a moment to tell him that I believe these things were after me and that I won't be staying long, and that the
Okay, well, we
What
should
we
roleplay
found.
that out. That's a lot of
Yeah.
stuff.
It's a few things there, yeah.
Yeah, well, if you want to find him, you can see that he's just out now making sure there's adequate defenses on the walls. He's, tending to some dead. He's trying to basically get order back to the monastery. So, and now is not probably the best time, but you could try. It's like somebody who's hectically, cleaning up in a war zone, but you could certainly go over and start talking to him if you want.
I will go over and start assisting with what he's doing, and then I will talk to him while he's doing it.
Perfect, yeah. So in between him barking orders, or I guess barking, he doesn't bark. He has a beak.
Yeah.
But
orders.
beaking orders. Yes. So, Finwick, you have survived the night.
Yes, we found pages with medicine, and Talbot was able, in his infinite wisdom, to concoct what we needed to save my life. I'm sure he has left it in the room. It will be useful for others in the future for study.
Most certainly. That is great news.
Sorry we brought this on your doorstep.
No need
I
to be
believe they're
sorry.
after me. You know I've spent years, many years, searching for an answer. And I think I'm close. The person who turned me revealed themselves. Finally. I didn't handle it well. The one time in many years that I've lost control. But what I did learn at that time was I was turned on purpose as part of a prophecy about finishing or ending. Eddie, you'll have to remind me. Was it like a vampire queen? Vampire.
Oh,
person?
no. So there was. Are you referring to the witch that created
Yeah, the
your
witch.
Dampier bloodline, or are you talking about the?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoever I'm destined to kill or something like that.
Oh, the one you're destined to try to kill, well, is all of the Crimson Shroud, but the leader of it was Zayn Mortem.
Yeah, okay. So I'll say, the Crimson Shroud. I am, and their leader, apparently. And he has found out this, and that I exist. We didn't know he followed us here. And I think that's the reason we were attacked. Once I'm off the grounds, you shouldn't have any more issues with this. I hope.
Quite a shadow and light follows you, Finwick. We have much to discuss. Rest now. You've been through much, and we will discuss much more of this tomorrow. Will you join us at the main hall tomorrow?
Of course. Absolutely. I remember when you were first given your mastership after the old master passed.
Yes.
In that same great hall. I would not miss it, friend. But now I have something that's worse than battle. I have made companions, and now I must admit the truth.
And he can see that he's rolling in inside on you, and he knows that is something that you've struggled with, and he can see that, and he raises his feathered hand and puts it on your shoulder and just doesn't say anything, but just gives you this look of, you got this, before he turns and yells at somebody else to guard the northeastern wall. We will speak on the morrow.
On the morrow. I'll bow and head back to where I assume everybody was, but then I'll eventually get directions to where they went. I'll assume I know where they went anyway. But it would have been probably the same place that Talbot was allowed to stay last time he was here. If I had to guess.
It don't take long. You guys head through the main area, and you find your way quickly to the sleeping quarters. You're led into a quiet chamber set apart from the rest of the monastery, carrying the faint scent of incense and old stone. 4 sets of simple wooden bunk beds line the walls, each frame worn smooth by generations of disciplined hands. There's thin red cords in the shape of red lilies, tied neatly at the head of every bunk, in a silent tribute to the order. And between the beds stands low meditation stools and shallow bowls of water. And there's a lot of course, pedal motifs on the beams in the room and stuff like that. And, yeah, that is the room you have for the night. And you're all in there for but a few moments before Finwick will show up. If anyone wants to discuss anything before Finwick shows up. Not saying you have to, but just opening the floor to it.
I don't volunteer anything unless anyone says things like.
Well, I'll just ask when you all come into this room. It's a pretty simple, simplistic room. There's hardly anything in here other than, like I said, bunk beds and a little place to kneel down and meditate, and then like a little wash tub to get washed up a little bit. But that's essentially it.
Sounds like no question.
I'm muted, and I was talking. I said I'm gonna go over to the the corner of the room and start unloading that chest and stuff that I brought from our other spot, and start offloading my gear into it, and start setting up, kind of getting ready for the night.
Okay. So you brought that chest with you, did you?
Yeah, I said I brought it with me when we left. It was just when we left, I just had that with me.
Okay, you got a big ass iron chest you're carrying around.
Chest, yeah. It's like we were carrying that with the horses. I was just all right. I wasn't gonna leave it.
He's in battle with a giant treasure chest on his back.
Yeah.
Oh, it's all
It's
good.
a classic dwarf motif.
Yeah. All right. Well, Finwick, you'll show up about this time as you come in, and looks like everyone's just trying to get accustomed to the room, and Angus is over there piling up a chest full of gear, and you come on in.
Yeah, so I'm going to walk in. I'm going to take a second to watch him doing something with the chest. And then I'll say, I hope you find the accommodations good. We are a simple monastery, but we do have a few comforts. I'm not sure how you knew to follow us to this monastery. But since you are here now, I owe you an explanation before we retire for the night. You see, Talbot isn't my brother. He is my great grandson. I am 185 years old.
Fancy squints and sizes you up and looks to Talbot, squints and looks between you both of you, and she just nods.
And truth's on the table. I've only met Talbot recently. A couple years, I guess. We've been traveling together now. I look at Talbot for confirmation.
Just nods.
About 140 years ago, I lived in a village. I was happy. I was married. I had a wife named Tildy. And we were preparing for our child when I went to town, and something happened to me that I don't quite remember. I have a haze of memories, but I blacked out, and when I came to, I had wounds, bite marks, surgical looking procedures done. Then I thought that I had been mugged. Made my way back home. Something was wrong. Before I knew it, I started feeling cravings. Cravings I couldn't control. Cravings that I knew would put my wife and soon-to-be child in very, very much danger. I had been changed into something different. Not quite the creatures we fought tonight, but something in between the living and the dead. It is a curse of a Dampier. I survive off the life force of others, which Talbot has been helping me with my medicine that you may have seen him give me at times. I left 140 years ago my village to find a cure, but there was nothing. I wandered around for years until I found this monastery, a monastery of death, which seemed to be my only option. And here they taught me to control it, control the hunger, control my emotions, control everything, to withdraw the life force in a way other than drinking blood, of course. I haven't done that in 100 years, until last night. And one day, Talbot came to this monastery for something different, just for his research. He's very smart. And he convinced me that he could help me. Unfortunately, it's been a mystery. I had no idea who or what changed me. I've been looking for answers for years and found nothing. Until tonight. Prior to this battle, at the dance, there was an orc figure. You may not have seen him. He appeared himself to us when we went back to our residence, and he told me that he had changed me. I lost my temper. But what I gathered from him at the time, he did it because I'm part of some sort of what seems like a ridiculous prophecy to end the Crimson Tide, did you say? The Crimson
Shroud.
Shroud. I'll get it eventually.
Eventually,
I didn't
it's
write
all
that. That's stuff I've written down. That's stuff that you've introduced to me after.
It's all
And I'll go on and I'll tell them what that he told me. And then we came here because I was dying, and that's where we are. I apologize for the deceit. And I understand if you would not feel safe traveling with me or here anymore, but I do appreciate what we've gone through up to now. This has been a lot to take in. I will retreat to my quarters for the night, but I will be meeting in the Great Hall in the morning. I'll understand if you're not here, but if you are, we'll see you in the morning.
Hold on.
I
You're-
stand up too. Wait, you go ahead.
You're leaving?
I have a room here.
But there's 4 beds in here.
Bunk beds.
Why would you leave? Unless you don't want to stay here with us?
Most people are uncomfortable in the presence of somebody like myself.
Well, I slept at the foot of your bed for several days.
That was
Think-
awkward.
Sorry? You
But-
never said anything.
Not unappreciated. I
Oh.
have quite the control over my thirst.
Well, since you could have killed me any time, I don't see why we need to start changing things now.
I'm gonna stand up and then like brush myself off from mending up this box I'm trying to put all my gear into. And I'll walk over. I'll say, "It was the orc that told us where you were to."
Yeah, he was in our room.
He was in your room.
My eyes flash red. Just a little bit, but I'm no more releasing of emotion. Did
And
he tell you?
he did.
He didn't tell us. He just told
Said-
us where to go.
and that you were in trouble. That's all he told us.
Yeah.
But seeing how we are putting all our cards on the table, you are not the only one who has some things to make light of. He kind of chuckles a little bit, actually, when he says make light of. I am a dwarf. That much is true. But maybe something else as well. He's thinking back. He goes, a couple months ago, I was out getting a new settlement among our mountain. We're setting up a new forge, and we were in the process of transporting some goods to getting a new remote forge set up. As you can tell, and I'll point to my crest on my necklace, you guys obviously know by now, I come from a smithing family. My smithing family has made enemies of, well, it's devils, I guess it is. Yeah, devils. They don't like us. We've made a lot of holy weapons throughout the years. While transporting, me, my mother, and my father were attacked by a load of demons. Devils. During the fight, one chain devil in particular managed to kill my mother and my father while I was there. However, through some action that they did, that devil got sealed inside me. And that's who keeps coming out when we're fighting. I don't fully understand it. As far as I can tell and everything I've looked into it, there's nothing else out there like what I am now. I had Cauldron whisper in my ear. That's who I believe it was anyway, was Cauldron. When it happened, and he told me to make it my own power and to become a new weapon. I've made weapons, I don't know what this is. So, I'm sorry that I haven't told you guys this up to this point as well, and that I'm afraid that you might still be in danger. So if, again, we're putting our cards on the table, this is what I'm bringing.
I don't think you're a threat.
Yeah.
I don't think you're a threat either. I look to Fenwick. Not to us.
I think we've all got something. I was kidnapped for my blood.
I've got a weird creepy thing following me.
Yeah, like we've all got things that we weren't comfortable sharing with everyone else, but I think we
Listen.
can all deal with it.
And I grew up in the circus. Well, maybe not grew up, but I spent a good part of my life in the circus, and we all have different backgrounds, different stories, and secrets. But that's what makes them and unique. And it's the same with us. We're all different. But I think we do really well together. And in a way, kind of like family. But if you don't want to get touchy-feely, it's all right.
Do you look at the dwarf when you say that?
Okay. I'll give him like a little side glance and look away. Real quick.
I just kind of smirk.
Anyway, I'm tired. I don't know about you guys, but it's been a hell of a night. And I'm beat. And I'm dirty. And I just want to sleep. So, Fenwick, I'd really like it if you'd stay, but if you need space, I understand. And you, Angus, don't you dare think about leaving. Good night.
And to that point, you can continue your dialogue, but as she mentioned, you're all horribly exhausted because you spent that whole day, you got dressed, you went to the gala, you had a bunch of drinks, you danced, you fought, you went to prison, you got on a horse ride here, you battled on the wagon, you battled 2 battles here. It's been a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been the day.
It's been the day that's lasted like 6 sessions.
Yeah, 3 combats and a gala and everything else. Yeah.
But let's rest up, and we can make our way back to town tomorrow.
Okay. Fenwick, are you going to your own bunks or going on one of these bunk beds?
I'll just take a meditative sit on the floor for now, but I will stay at Fancy's request.
You're going to use the meditative stool in the corner that I mentioned? Or are you going to sit on the floor?
The stool. It's the meditative stool, of course.
Yes, of course.
I haven't spent much time in this. I have a room. Fancy won't let me go to it. To be fair,
You were actually sort of looking forward to going back to your room.
I kind of have the second biggest room in the place. I'm just...
Yeah, like he lived long enough that everyone else died off, and then he managed to move his way up the bunk ladder until he got the best room.
All right, let's get Angus to move the beds to Fenwick's room.
If we're making any chit chat, the dirge flute I play that's made out of a femur was the previous master's last wish before he died, and my friend was ascended to his position.
Very cool.
Which I will pull out and play a soft. People are getting.
So some of you are probably falling asleep to the sweet death sounds of the femur flute.
Yes.
Yeah, Fancy will get herself kind of washed up as best she can, and then she's just gonna collapse into one of the bottom bunks.
All right. Is it fair to say that everybody goes to sleep?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I will ask, though, Talbot, as you close your eyes, you're trying to get some well-needed rest. Your mind would be racing and reflecting on what happened today. I was going to ask, what do you think Talbot learned from the events of this day? What's something that stands out the most?
Sorry, this is me sort of going through my notes because, as I said, it's been a day.
You recreated something that was stupidly forgotten and hard to do, which is really cool.
But also, that bird you were talking to is pretty cool.
Yeah, I know, there was the bird. The bird was pretty cool. I hope he's doing okay. I missed the bird. But yeah, there was everything regarding Orvac and his association with Fenwick, where that was sort of, while it was sort of always in his mind that, he would seek down the person who did this, he didn't have any means to do so, but just sort of suddenly seeing this person, just revealing it, and not really showing much remorse for doing it, that sort of is stirring with Talbot. But also just the knowledge that he gained in terms of saving Fenwick's life, where, he was so close to death.
Yeah. So the two things that I was just curious it's been a day for you, so the main things that are in your mind is obviously the orc, and you're puzzling that as you're trying to get to sleep, and because that was a shocking moment, and then also the drama of seeing Fenwick on the table and his life's in your hands at that point.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay. New scene. New music as well. You guys sleep right up until the bell is chiming to wake everyone up and alert everyone to the gathering in the central hall is beginning. You're all that exhausted, that would be the only thing that would probably wake you up at that point. So who is getting up and attending in the main hall?
Oh, I'm already up and going.
Everyone else gonna quickly get dressed and as quick as they can and make your way out? Or are you staying in the bed sleeping?
Start heading out.
Okay.
Yeah, get it right away, promptly.
Yeah.
All right, so you and the monks, you all gather in the central hall, the Veil Chamber, where the Order honors both the passing and perseverance of its members. Instead of a jubilant cheers, the air is filled with soft, resonant hum, sung in unison by a small circle of monks. The melody is low, calm, and strangely hopeful, vibrating through the stone like a heartbeat, returning after a very long pause. A monk approaches, carrying a blackwood instrument shaped like a thin crescent moon. It is a mourning lute, its strings made from silvered thread, and it is rarely played except during the moments of profound significance. A single monk plucks the strings gently, producing a sound that is halfway between song and prayer. It's serene and beautiful, and everyone seems to be taking their place. Do you all fall in line? Are you going up in the front, the middle, the back, the side?
I'll be going up to wherever the monks would be, wherever my place would have been in the order.
Okay.
Jade's staying in the back.
Yeah, sort of stay in the guest area. Like, so if I do that, like, I mean, I'll sort of get the others to sort of follow my lead if they sort of look confused about what to do, because no one else is going to show them the procedure here.
No, Fancy would look confused.
Fancy's like, I'm taking center stage.
Right here.
Look at me, guys, I'm doing stuff. The performer comes out, but no. All right. So, as you all fall into place, Creel Soulplume steps forward, the soft clack of his staff echoing through the silent halls. The assembled monks stand in orderly rows, their black and crimson robes no longer stained from yesterday's battle. The air is heavy with incense and the cold gravity of those who walk with death. But today, there is something else beneath it, a quiet pride. His wings are partially unfurled, feathers ruffling softly with movement, and the hall grows silent. Today, we honor a truth the Order holds dear. Death comes for us all, but not on this day. His eyes sharp, his eyes sweep across the hall, and they come to rest on you, Fenwick. Fenwick, underfoot, please step forward. And he gestures to his, next to him up on the podium, or the raised platform, basically.
Move up.
All right, you take to the stage.
Of course.
Fenwick, you walked the precipice, the veil brushed against your spirit, and yet you chose to step back into life. This is not defiance. It is not chance. It is not luck. It is will. And he rests his feathered hand over his own heart, and then he gestures towards you. Your will. How do you react to that?
Slight bow.
For whatever reason, be it fate, misfortune, or the relentless pursuit of the creatures known as the Crimson Shroud, this burden, this brush with death has followed you. It is your concern to bear, your responsibility to face. We need not know the depths of your trials, nor the reasons you have drawn such darkness to yourself and this place. That knowledge is yours alone. But know this, any member of this order, whether by birth, bond, or circumstance, is always welcomed within our walls. Should darkness rise against you, we will defend you. With our minds, our bodies, with every measure of our being, we will stand to shield you. And he straightens, letting his gaze sweep over the hall. Today, Finwick Underfoot, you have proven the strength of your will. Live knowing that this order walks with you, and that even in the shadow of death, you are not alone. Have you anything to say, brother?
The honor to stand here with you and my brothers has always been the one saving grace in my slow-beating heart. I would do and will continue to do and live by the tenets of this order. And I will fight the battles ahead of me. And I will be triumphant. And I will reset the order of death so that those who should die will die, and those who should not shall live.
And with that, you see all the monks in unison. They put one hand on their heart and they do a slight bow. All in unison, except for maybe the party members, unless you were quick enough to react.
I've seen this before. I'm assuming I've seen this before.
I straight up don't bow. I don't know it's coming. I'm just staring.
Fancy's a little slow. She's just kind of watching everybody, and then she's just like a beat behind them.
Yeah, same.
And luckily you're all in the back, so hardly anybody noticed.
Thank God.
That's why I asked. It would be more awkward if you're like front row, and then they all would have seen you.
Those guys are a disgrace.
With that, he then gestures for you to step down again, Fenwick.
I do. Yep.
Talbot, Underfoot, please step forward.
Talbot seems genuinely caught off guard by that. Oh.
Fancy gives him a poke.
You poked in the back.
Okay, he sort of gets up, brushes himself off, and sort of walks from the back of the room up to the front. It's like, it's so quiet. You just hear tap, 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 tap. It's like the echoing of the hall.
Oh, definitely, because these monks, like, this is quiet, serene. The only sound is a little bit of light, lute music playing over there, the hum of a few chanting in the corner. So, yeah. It's,
and like when everyone else was moving, they're moving with soft, practiced footsteps or whatnot. They were silent, and this is not what Talbot does.
Exactly. Okay. Hang on, it's a different song playing. It did not repeat like I asked it to. Loop sound? I don't know if it's looping or not. Either way. You step forward. And as you get up there and you turn around, every monk now is turned. You turn around and you see all the faces of the monastery looking at you. Your brother did not live because fate was kind, nor because death turned its eye. He lives because of you, because of the bond you refused to surrender, the love you would not abandon, and the dedication that carried you through fear and failure alike. He moves closer, places his feathered hand on your shoulder. Your craft, your alchemy, has achieved what many believed impossible. You have staved off the Scarlet Wither with genius, discipline, and with a heart stronger than any blade. Know this, Talbot Underfoot. The Order of the Red Lily recognizes your mastery. And he withdraws his hand and straightens. How do you react to that?
Not really sure. Just a little silent reverence, like, you do me a great honor. Thank you.
He nods. I ask one thing more. Record your work, every step, every moment of clarity you had. For there may come a day when death brings this plague to another door, and your knowledge may yet save them.
It will be done. It is the very least I can do. When I first found Finwick here amongst your order, I've yet to find a way to thank you for guiding him to light when he was shrouded in darkness. It'll be my pleasure to help you and yours.
And with that, he taps his staff off the stone, and all the monks bow in a single unified motion, an honor rarely bestowed to any who are not a part of the order. Well, did the hero party manage to bow in unison this time?
I showed them what to do!
Yes. Yes.
Nope. Still don't get it. Just standing there.
Side-eye the group now.
Okay. I whisper to Angus, pow, pow.
It's too late now. They stood back up again.
Everybody stands up like after.
It's okay.
All the chains jingling in the back.
Yeah, it's a real noisy affair for Angus.
Oh. Talbot Underfoot, you have earned our respect, our gratitude, and our memory. Let all here witness this truth. Now, Finwick, I'm going to ask, what are you feeling right now as you see Talbot on the platform of you and before you and your peers?
Absolute pride. And anybody who's able to catch it, a small smile.
Yeah. Wow. Not very often you smile. All right. And he motions, Talbot, you can step down.
Yeah. We'll go back to the room. End of the room.
And now he pierces back at the remaining three in the back of the room.
Oh, dear God.
And he gestures for you to come up.
Why is everyone else up there? We didn't do anything.
Gotta go. Jade starts walking.
Okay. I follow behind Jade, and then is Angus following?
I'm like, I don't know what to do. I bow again.
Okay.
No.
Hey, Angus. I take hold of his head and I tug him.
I then start moving. I've never been in one of these things before. I don't know what's happening.
Me neither.
So we make our way up to the front, I guess.
All right.
And she says, maybe just smile and nod. Say thank you.
Oh, we were bowing, not nodding, and just keep walking.
Keeps changing.
I'd assume Jade is fairly light on her feet. The light flutter of the fairy's wings, unless you're walking. But either way, it'd be pretty light. But the noisiest thing yet is when the dwarf in chainmail, covered in chains, with a treasure chest on his back, walks up the aisle. Chink, 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 chink. The music stops for a moment and resumes playing. But
There's
you
a
all make
record
your,
scratch for some reason.
yeah. But you make your way up, you turn around, and you're looking at a room full of monks and your two friends. Creel continues. We do not celebrate survival with revelry. Instead, we acknowledge life with gratitude and with clarity. Every breath you take now is a gift bestowed. Twice, once by birth, and once by the courage of you all. And he takes a moment to look at you all intently. And you, your blades, your spells, your devotion. They did not simply defend our monastery. You wrested one of our honored guests from the grip of finality. That is no small deed. And with that, a pair of young monks bring forward trays of offering. They have bowls with small, dark red roots in them, and they hold out the bowls in front of each of you.
Does it
I guess-
look familiar? Like, do I know what it is?
You can do a nature check. Very high DC, but you can certainly try.
Fancy will reach out and she'll. Does it look like they're offering us the bowl or what's in the bowl?
What's in the bowl, you would assume?
Okay, I'll reach out and I'll take what's in the bowl.
Wow.
Yeah, Jade will as well.
Nice nat one, Angus.
It looks delish.
It's real purty.
I bow.
In gratitude, they are offering you a swift death.
I bow, and then I stick my hands out.
We appreciate your service, but you've seen too much.
Yeah.
So do each of you take the dark red root from the bowl?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've never seen it before, Angus. Probably none of you probably have. But all right, and Creel looks at you all, looks at it, and then makes a gesture. I guess you'd pick up on the gesture. Yeah, he's gesturing for you all to eat it.
Okay.
I start to eat it.
I'm gonna look to Finwick before I eat it.
Do I know what it is they're giving
You
him?
do, but I'll just say you know it's a good thing.
I'm just gonna nod at you, like
Okay.
that nod you would get, like it's okay.
Okay. Then Fancy will eat it.
All right. As you put this chewy root in your mouth, there's a unique taste unlike anything you've had before. It's kind of dull and bland, if not for that the root has been preserved in honey and vinegar. But you eat it all the same, I should say. Creel says, the offerings are simple but meaningful. Each root symbolizes vitality reclaimed from despair. And with that, all three of you gain inspiration.
Yay.
Yeah.
You know what? The other two can just have inspiration for your great speeches.
We had to like work for ours, and they just get to eat a root.
I got inspiration for a natural
We
one.
had a carrot thrown at us.
Yeah, you did that to us.
And you gotta acknowledge how awesome that was.
Yeah, it was pretty
It
cool.
was pretty awesome.
We're being chased by a crazy, like, vampire horseman, and then all of a sudden 3 more horsemen show up.
I suppose we would have long rested at this point, yes?
Oh, yes, you can all hit that long rest button up
Oh,
top.
right. I forgot to even hit that.
But it makes sense. I would feel that both Talbot and Finwick are feeling inspired in this moment. More so than, say, the rest of the party, because this is more close to home for you guys. So it makes sense you would just get it. Whereas the other three had to eat the root, the ceremonial root. But yes. And then Creel looks to the three of you. Have any of you anything to say?
I'd like to thank you for your hospitality and your kindness.
You get a nod. His beady eyes flick over to Jade.
I think Fancy said the words far more nicely than I could have.
He nods and flicks to the dwarf.
I bow. I bow right away.
Oh my god.
It's like when you take the American and you put him in like an Asian culture. It's just like bow.
I bow now.
That's it. I don't say anything, I just bow.
Nice. Okay. All right. After that awkward bow, he did gestures for you all to return to your places. In the Order of the Red Lily, we acknowledge that each survival is temporary, but no less precious for its fragility. And he nods over to Finwick. To all of you, as he looks out to the monks in attendance, yours is the spark that refused to dim. May it continue to light your path and the paths of those who walk beside you. And now the morning lute changes tune, still calm but no longer somber. The notes rise a little brighter, like the dawn breaking through a fog. Creel raises his staff and points it at your hero party. To your return breath, to the courage of your companions, and to the battle yet ahead. Walk well, all of you. And all the monks in unison turn to you and then all bow their heads. I'd like to know what a small glade fairy turned circus performer, now adventurer, is feeling in this moment.
We just fight vampires? Was Finwick a vampire? Holy cow.
So as everyone turns and bows to you and they show you all this respect, your mind is just like, oh my god, vampires. Very cool. All right. Oh my. All right. And with that, it seems like everyone is just being dismissed. However, no, actually, before he dismisses everybody, he walks down and he approaches the party, all of you guys, and he gestures for Finwick to come over and join with your other 4 companions. And once all of you are standing in front of him, he reaches into a folded bundle of red cloth that he carries beneath his wing, and he unwraps it. This is a gift of the Order, an honor rarely given to those outside our walls. And inside is a smooth stone carved in the shape of a closed eyelid, deep gray with thin veins of silver. It is cool to touch and almost comforting. So I will share the image. Ooh.
It's giving me Tomb Raider vibes.
Me too.
Like that music when you like find a key item.
Yes, it's like.
Or like in Zelda, when you find the key to reach the dungeon boss.
We call it the Eye of Still Waters. And he offers it forward for any one of you to take. Who's going to take it from his feathered hand?
I'm gonna look more to like Finwick because like this is his order. It seems appropriate for him to at least take it.
Yeah.
Did he hand? Is it held in front of anybody in particular?
No, in the group in general. Like, you're all pretty much close enough together that he's just waving it in front for anyone who wants to take it from him.
I mean, I'll take it if it's very generalized. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. He bows his head. Carry it with honor of those... Now, carry it in the honor of those who fell here today. Let it remind you that even death can be a guide, and that the fallen walk beside those who refuse to surrender. And with that, he motions for everyone to follow him out to the courtyard. I guess you're going to pocket this weird item, yes?
Does it look like it looks like it's worked stone, right?
Yes. It definitely does.
I mean, I'll keep it in my hands while we're following him out. I won't pocket it until we're out of, until the ceremony type thing is done.
Yeah, toss it over to Jade. Identify this, would you?
I'm just staring it down right now, just kind of like giving it a good eye.
Well, you're giving it an eye. As Finwick's carrying it in his hand, you're walking,
I'll
looking
hand it to
at
you.
No,
If you're staring at it, I'll hand it to you.
Okay. I just kind of want to look it over, just more or less for the craftsmanship of it, not less of what it does.
Well, yeah, if you're just looking at the craftsmanship, oh, it's amazing. It's, honestly, you've seen dwarves that have been able to carve stone this well. But as for whether this was done by a dwarfer, so you're not sure, but if it wasn't, it must have taken an immense amount of time and dedication and discipline to do such a thing. To make it so smooth and, but yes.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look over, just like admire the craftsmanship effectively.
All right. All right, you all follow him out to the courtyard. The courtyard's been swept clean of the worst gore. The injured have been tended and carried within. Let's see. You all gathered in the veiled garden and the hall of silent reflections. Lanterns of smoked glass, each carved with a tiny dirge lily, hang from iron hooks, their flames a steady dull red. A hush falls over the grounds the way the air falls before a tide. Creel stands at the head of a narrow stone causeway that leads from the garden into a circular chamber. The chamber's center holds the Order's black stone basin, a shallow, mirror-smooth bowl carved from volcanic glass. Around its rims are etched tiny lilies and spirals of runes that drink the light rather than reflect it. A circle of monks, their robes immaculate, the crimson trim darker than the rest, and they move into formation. They carry no weapons, but in their hands each bears the same three things: a single dirge lily bud wrapped in gray linen, a small glass vial of sap the color of dried blood, and a hand-blown lantern with a flicker of pale blue flame inside. Their movements are choreographed practice, and Creel's voice is the only sound, low, and you hear him say, "Witness and hold your breath." And everyone just goes quiet for a moment. Everyone's kind of holding their breath for a moment. And then, "We do not sing for the dead, we guide them." And at his words, the monks kneel. Do you all kneel?
Yes.
Yes,
Real.
anything that would be part of the tradition, yes.
Together, they cup the lilies and the buds open as if inhaling in the sky. Petals unfurl with a soft crackle of, it makes like the sound of like a crackle of old parchments as these petals unfurl. And the air fills with the scent that is not unpleasant, something like rain on iron or the sweetness of old apples. And from the open buds, a faint pollen rises. One by one, the monks dip the tip of a slender finger into the vials and trace a thin line of sap along their palms. The sap sizzles quietly where it touched their skin, releasing a wispy steam. With the index finger of both hands, they touch the surface of the black basin. The basin takes them in. The ruins along its rim glow faint silver, and for a heartbeat, the surface becomes not a still mirror, but a glassy portal. Images flicker within it. A monk striking a bell at dawn. A smiling novice learning to fold linen. And a weathered stone beach that is covered in snow as a child plays not far off or away. These are not ghosts. They are captured memories of the dead. The tidy, ordinary things the monks collect and archive so that death can be understood. Creel raises his wings a fraction and then speaks the chant of passage. The chant is wordless to most ears, three tones that are part hum, part vibration. It resonates against the ribs of those in attendance and makes the hair on your arms lift. And as the chant builds, the pollen from the lilies rise and swirls into the basin like a slow storm, and the lantern's pale flames stretch upward as if trying to escape. Then, from the basin's surface, The memories do not spill, they bloom. Each memory unfurls into a single ghostly petal of light, translucent, red-tinged shapes that drift upwards like falling blossoms. They hover a moment above the basin, each petal carrying a sound, a whispered laugh, a clink of a cup, or a single word from someone's last breath. And then the petals set out on a slow, spiraling ascent. The monks release the lanterns into the air. They float. Small, nearly invisible threads of light course from the lanterns to the petals, tethering them gently. The petals drift through the open roof of the courtyard and turning the sky into a slow snowfall of soft red light. As they rise, the petals break apart into finer motes, 1,000 pinpricks of ember light, and they slip away in the wind towards places unseen. Creel's chant softens. He steps down from the causeway and walks amongst the monks and your party with a calm that makes the world feel like it's holding its breath with him. And with that, he says, "We bind memory to passage, so that death is not a wound but a lesson. We give shape to endings, so the living may learn when and how to fight them." And so for those of you in this hero party who have suffered loss of loved ones in their life, I asked you guys, where does your mind go as you watch this ritual for the dead?
Jade's mind goes to Flinton, for sure.
What memory would you say comes to
Probably
mind?
just like little snippets of them like growing up on the street and sharing like bread and sleeping in barns and getting chased out of places. Just all the good things.
Nice.
Uh,
Hey, wrong bed. Come on.
You go ahead.
Talbot thinks about the events of the night before, and if he did not succeed in saving Finwick, would he be seeing his memories here in this ritual, and what would he be seeing? Who would he be thinking of most as his like strongest memories? Would it be memories of Talbot, memories of the Order, or even his time before, long before this, time with Tildy? And that's sort of what lingers his mind, like, with someone with such a long lifespan, where would his strongest memories lie?
Very nice.
Angus is thinking about his parents. Definitely, in that moment.
Any particular moment of your parents?
Just like all the training that he's done with them all the years, like learning all of the crafts, because that's who taught him how to do what he knows how to do.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Very well. And Fancy, not you, right?
Fancy hasn't lost anyone.
That's what I was
but
thinking, yeah.
But she's looking at this, and it's beautiful. And this is probably the most amazing, wondrous thing she has ever seen. And she thinks and she hopes that when her time comes, that she could make it back here for her final moment.
Ooh, nice. Creel looks out across you all. We send their memories to where the world keeps them. Walk now with lighter steps and sharper eyes. This order does not fear death. We accept its lessons. Go and carry what you've learned. And the ritual's last echo is silent. The motes vanish into the sky like scattering of pale stars, and the lanterns settle to gentle, watchful flames. The garden smells faintly of sap and rain now, and the monks move about, human work and lifting the fallen with reverence rather than with haste. But in its own strange way, this is beautiful. A lesson in dignity of endings and a reminder that death here is studied so that life might be better understood and fiercely protected. Okay. And Fancy. One moment.
Yeah.
One moment.
We're not bringing the chaos.
You see a face appear.
Oh my God.
Do you feel how quiet it's become when the dead are honored? Silence shaped by loss is the most attentive audience, wouldn't you say?
Fancy doesn't say anything.
Okay, you looked over your right shoulder because you heard that whispered in your right ear, and that is what you see.
I look, and then I move my face back to the sky to watch. I'm silent.
Look at the way the candlelight trembles against the cracked stone. Even the fire knows something precious has ended. When something breaks, it finally stops pretending to be eternal. You know, that honestly is intoxicating. Wouldn't you agree, dear?
What do you want?
Well, do I want? Why, I want you to tell me, little one. Now that you've seen it laid bare, can I trust you to begin living as things were always meant to be between us? You have such a gift for beauty. You coax it into being with grace, with motion, with sound, but you still hesitate at the moment that truly matters.
I'm just gathering my thoughts. You came to me because you liked the way I danced. And you said you could give me power. And I'll accept it. But I like the gifts you give me. But it frightens me what you want in return.
I don't ask much of you. I let you do what you want. I just feel I should get a little in return. I want you to see the world as I do. You must learn this. Beauty does not only bloom, sometimes it must be broken open. When you unmake something, you reveal what it truly was. And that revelation, Fancy, that is art.
So you want me to... Are you asking me to kill? To destroy? Destroy what? Life?
No, not necessarily. Maybe, but not necessarily. I just want you to start noticing those moments. The places begging to be fractured. The certainties that would shine brighter if they were ruined. I want you to create beauty. Yes, as you are. You're very good at that. But do not be afraid to destroy in its name.
I'll try.
Good. It's good to hear. I'm only asking you to reach further, push harder, and just let things end because you were there. Only then will you understand the loveliness that rises from the wreckage. And only then will you see the world the way I do. My dear, destruction does not oppose beauty, it unveils it.
And I believe everything has a time and place.
Aye, but with our power you make the time and place.
I'll try.
And as you... Hang on. As I was saying... I could talk like a minion on air in a minute if you want. Banana! Yeah, so... Yes, and as you looked, obviously you're not staring at him the whole time. You look back to the ritual and
No,
stuff.
I'm like
and,
glancing to him out of the corner of my eye. I'm trying to keep my voice down, and I'm looking to the sky. So I'm kind of like, yeah.
and you look to the right, and then suddenly he or she or they are gone. Now tell me, Fancy, are you having any regrets that you chose this patron, or are you excited to see where this goes?
No, she's having regrets.
Okay. Care to elaborate?
Yeah, so there's been a couple of times where this entity has tried to coax her to create chaos in a space where it wasn't appropriate. And maybe if the scene was different, Fancy might, but it seems like it's picking the most inopportune moments, which is probably the intent.
Maybe.
And Fancy, you know, I mean, her whole little village was ripped from her. And while she's not opposed to causing chaos, she doesn't want to cause chaos that would harm innocence. Right? If she wrecked chaos on the government, fine. That's fine.
Rage against the machine.
Right? But like at the party, when Jade was having her thing, Fancy was not going to jeopardize that. Fancy was not going to jeopardize anything here in this temple. So, yeah, so she's having a little bit of regret based on that. So she's hoping that maybe she can do something that will satisfy this entity and also, like, her. But don't know if she's going to run out of time.
Oh, the drama of being a warlock.
Yeah. Yeah. She
Right.
likes the power, though. She likes the power.
Yeah, just imagine the power you could have if you'd only just listen to your patron.
Yeah.
But every warlock has that issue.
Yeah. And the other thing, too, it's like this entity is very intrigued with Angus. And so she's like, what the fuck is that about? And, you know, Angus is also like appealing to her on another level. But now she's wondering, is it the entity or is it Angus? And then what is up with Angus? And is he going through something similar? So there's a lot going through her head above board.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the event is over. Everyone disperses and goes their separate ways. What are the rest of you all doing?
Fancy will go to Fenwick. It's really quite beautiful here. I see why you came. I respect what you do.
Thank
That's
you.
it. You're welcome.
It can be very beautiful here at times. And Fenwick's just sort of watching the last of the lily leaves disperse into the air.
Fancy will look up and watch with you.
The stone we have, do I know what that is?
It's hard to say.
I might not. I mean, it could be something I've never seen before. Lots of reasons.
I will say, if you can give me a 10 plus history check. I'm making it pretty easy for you because you were here for a long time. Then I'll say yes.
History. All right.
Just for fun.
Do it.
Just to see if in your history it was there. I know it's a bit awkward, but Yes, you've seen these handed out. Not very often. Pretty rare. Maybe like once every, 25, 50 years, one gets handed out.
Do I know what is it just sort of a symbol? Is it actually...
Oh, it has magical properties. Do you want me to tell you what it does?
I would love that. That would be amazing.
All right. So you know that it is a wondrous item. And the stone, let's see, carries the calm of the Order of the Red Lily and the serenity of those who face death without fear. So while within 100 feet of this stone, all friendly living creatures require a 4th failed death saving throw instead of 3.
I would have
Don't
given
be
the stone
long.
back to you, by the way. I just wanted to look at it because it looked like it was well made.
I'll look at it with like reverence, and then I'll tuck it away into a special, like a satchel type thing on my belt. Truly a high honor indeed.
We haven't fought anybody yet, so there's that.
Yeah.
We can do it. We can go almost 20 minutes without starting a fight.
You guys want to see the dungeons where we torture and kill people?
Yeah. Yeah.
It depends. You got chains down there? If so,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
in.
We have all of the things. This is the nice ceremonial, you've seen the garden for the nice people and the people we help and the ceremonial halls. Yeah, we have.
This is the guided tour that we've seen.
You're getting the campus tour right now. What you're not getting is the other part, the executioner part.
Oh, I will have to give your note back at some point.
I was waiting to see if that was going to come up.
There just hasn't been a moment yet.
What are you talking about? We haven't had a moment. It's not like
We woke up late.
We woke up late.
Yeah.
We haven't just non-stop been fighting and then passing out from exhaustion.
Yeah, we had a few hours travel back, so like when we're on the road, so like anyway, about this note you left. I'm like, all right.
Oh no. I'm definitely just returning it to Finwick.
So I'll take the note back and I'll say thank you, Jade. Your discretion. You've seen more than most. I was unwilling to show people my true ability. But you were always around to see it. I had intended on talking to you one-on-one about this the night of the party when things went awry. I haven't had my emotions surface in a long time. Talbot tells me I was a bit harsh. Thank you.
It's okay. Angus held it for a minute, but I don't think he read it, so.
Everything is out now.
True.
There's nowhere to hide from here.
It's middle of the day here now. The ceremony is all over. Everybody's dismissed, and things are trying to go back to normal. So, what would you all like to do?
So looking to Finwick, like, since we're here, is there any affairs we should take care of before we return to town?
I don't think so. I will have to seek out the orc again if I see him. I've had time to collect my thoughts, and I would like to know more about this destiny he decided that I was the one for. But that will come. I don't want to bring any more hazard here, although we may be in danger. If the Crimson Shroud has decided that I am a threat, they may continually try to attack us. Traveling during the day would be the best, and then just keeping our guards up at night. As it stands, I don't have enough information to go on. I was irrational that night. But it's clear he still wants to chat, because he reached out to our friends after we left. So, if we see him, I will not fight him. For now. We shall leave.
Yes, but we're certainly going to see Horvath again, and how do we wish to proceed?
Let's head back to town and go from there. I think we have a few days left in our room rental.
Yes, I think we paid it well in advance.
And I don't know what else anybody of our friends have to do, but I think they've catered enough to our business.
Okay. So, how do you all plan to travel back? You travel there by horse and wagon, and it took
I don't think the wagon is...
Well, the wagon's destroyed.
The wagon is gone. So at this point, I assume it's just the horses.
Yeah, if our horses are still there and able to travel, I assume we could take them.
Yeah. Probably one or two are gone missing, but the monks replaced them for you.
That's really nice.
Yeah. So I'm going to say, yeah, one was gone missing and they replaced it. One of them probably just ran off in the chaos somehow.
Vampire food now.
Yeah. The stable got half crushed, so... or got ate by something. But either way, you all mount up and gather your things and mount up. They offer you some food before you go. You're all starving. They'll probably take advantage of that.
Mm-hmm.
And then you start to leave. As you go to leave, Creel meets you at the main gate as you're riding out and says, "Fenwick and companions, one last word if I may."
Of course.
And as you all slow down on your horses and he's just standing there in front of you, "I must say, in my meditations I gazed upon life's bright flame, but upon the shape of the dark that surrounds it. And in the days before your arrival, the shadows did not sit still. There is a heaviness upon the winds that move through Silverstone City, a tremor in the weave of passing. There is a death yet to happen, but already reaching, like a candle snuffed before the hand descends." And he looks at you, Fenwick. "You, Fenwick, have stepped once from death's edge. Fewer in such reprieve. Fewer still are spared without purpose. Your thread is drawn taut now. It's pulled towards Silverstone. Something unknown gathers there. Something that feeds on fear and thrives on endings not meant to be." And then he looks to the rest of the party. "Do not mistake my words as prophecy, only as awareness. I see as a raven sees on the battlefield from above in shifting shapes and patterns, but the patterns grow darker by the day. If you do not go to the city's aid, many will die. If you delay, more will be claimed. But if you all stand as one, halfling, fairy, dwarf, and human, all threads bound together, you may yet stay the hand that reaches for them." And he inclines his head, and then says, "You have survived the Veil's touch. Carry that strength to Silverstone, not to chase glory, but to keep breath within the lungs of those who would otherwise lose it. Go with clarity and remember that death need not be feared, but it should be never allowed to feast unchecked." And he bows and steps aside, folding his wings and letting you pass.
I'm gonna bow.
You're now proficient in bowing?
Yeah. Anytime a monk comes to talk to me, end the conversation with a bow now. it.
In a series of like whistles and clicks, I'll say goodbye, brother, in Aarakocra.
Very nice.
Can you add the rock to my inventory? Is that something you can do?
I could, if I wanted to.
I think that's a thing that should happen.
Yep, I'm doing it right now. Just gotta find the item, magic items. Okay, I dragged it and did it appear is the question. Yes, it is there under your equipment.
Huzzah.
Enjoy it. Yes, so with that, you all travel on the road. Through the forest, making your way back. It will be about, at a casual pace, maybe 5 hours, because you're not gonna probably push it as much as you did before.
No. Just a weird, awkward silence when we pass the crashed wagon.
Yeah.
Fancy looks over to Finwick. That hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I look at the carriage when we come to it and like assess the damage.
Sure. It's
Like I'll even stop and look at it. Like I'll stop completely just to have a look at it.
I got a music going and a forest thing. All right, I'm shut that off. All right. Yeah, sure, you go there. It's kind of better much snapped in half, though. Doesn't really look like it's going to be salvageable. I mean, you could salvage it if you had the time to put the wagon together and repair it, but...
But how long do I ballpark think it would take me to fix this?
Well, if you're successful with your skill check, maybe
I'm trying to eyeball
30 minutes. If you stop for 30 minutes, you could patch it up. It'll be enough to travel on the road, but it won't be perfect. You need a lot more time to do all the finishing work and put new sides on it and straighten up the wheels and blah, 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 you know.
I'll stop and I'll look at it, and I'll turn and look at the rest of the party. Like, give me 30 minutes with this, and I think I can get it back on the road.
I'll help you if you want.
Never gonna say no to helping hands.
Did
Question.
make a formidable weapon.
Is there such thing as a carpentry tools in this? Because I noticed you don't have it. You have, like, almost everything else.
I'm pretty sure there's carpentry tools.
Yeah, because I have smith's tools, brewer's plush, jewel crafting, leatherworking, and masons.
I can make tools that we need, but I think time to make them is a time.
What I'll say is you can use some of the metal framework of this to be able to patch it together. I'll let you use smith tools, and with obviously the artificer's help, for sure. Give me a smith tool check with advantage because of Jade's help.
While they're doing that for the half hour,
Yes.
I would like to do something.
Okay. Your horse is hungry.
I will say with this too, Eddie, is that I can conjure any like part that I need today because I have my channels back.
Okay. All right. Well, between the artificer and the forge cleric over there, you're making short work of this wagon.
Yeah, I rolled a 21.
Very nice. So you're both working away on that, and Fancy, what you say you're doing?
So I'm gonna get off my horse,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll just say over my shoulder, "I'll be back," and I'm gonna disappear into the woods.
Oh, that's always great. Okay.
Yeah, I want to. I want to distance myself from the party so they can't see me.
The moment you step into the woods. No.
Perfect. Okay.
Go ahead.
So what I want to do is I want to is there like a river or anything, or twigs, rocks, anything around on the ground?
I'll say not far off. You do hear some flowing water. Sure.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go up to the river, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some rocks out from the riverbed, and I'm gonna pile them up into a pile on the side of the river.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna step back, and I'm gonna look at it, and I'm going to try to channel my entity to destroy this that I've created. And I know it's on a very, very small scale.
With mind bullets? Is that what you're thinking?
That's telekinesis, Kyle.
But Nancy, she's not quite sure. Like, she doesn't know, is it Eldritch Blast that she needs to use? She doesn't know exactly what to expect if she were to do this for this entity. So she just kind of wants to get a feel for it. That's all.
Okay.
And she whispers under her breath, all right, it's small, but you want it chaos? I'll bring the chaos. and I'll throw my hands out towards the rocks.
Okay, so you're gonna thrust with your hands and just trying to see what happens my question to you first off is, how much do you believe in both yourself and your patron that you can just do this without casting a spell?
Believe without a doubt that I can do this. I know that my fear of hurting innocent people is holding me back. So I'm hoping the rocks will just suffice for the moment.
Okay. You go and you're trying to put, I assume you're trying to put your mindset in a place of like devotion or willingness to momentarily kind of give yourself over enough to channel this power, right?
I am completely opening up myself to
Okay.
this entity.
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Very well. You thrust your hands outward. Maybe not to that effect, but
Wow, that's real big.
yeah, those are big rocks. You thrust your hands out, and with that, it is a blast of. It's just as if you're sitting here on this shore, and the sun is above you. However, from the sun to the left of you, you notice when you thrust your hands out, at that moment, nothing came out of your hands. But out of the peripheral vision, your shadow to your left also thrusted their hands out. And with that, the rocks, you just see like a burst of shadow went over the rock that extended from your shadow, and the rocks went tumbling and scattering into the creek. It didn't come from you, it came from your shadow.
I look at my shadow. Is it? And I just kind of like move a little bit to see if it follows me.
It is just following you exactly as a shadow should.
Okay. Is there a tree? There's lots of trees.
Roll perception.
No clue which one.
I want to try it on a big tree.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right.
How long has she been gone at this point?
You tell me how long you think you've been gone.
Not long.
Depends how long you've been setting up rocks. Like, how meticulous were you setting up rocks? Well, the walk to get away would have been It would have been. I would have said it took probably 3 to 5 minutes just to find the creek, and so then however long it took you to set up rocks.
By about 5 minutes, just to get them and set them up.
Sure, she's
And
been gone
now
for
I want
about
to
5.
knock down a tree.
Okay.
At about the 15-20 minute mark, I'm going to go looking for her, but I'll wait until then.
Okay, makes sense. All right, wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay.
As once again you are tapping in for something bigger. Oh, you got the willpower for days. Okay.
And I kind of want to knock it into another tree.
Oh, okay. Getting fancy now. Are you fancy?
Chaos!
All right. This is your idea of chaos.
Knocking over some rocks.
All
This
right.
is exactly what my patron had in mind, I'm sure. Stacking some rocks in the woods and knocking them over. Under chaos.
F you, beautiful tree filled with squirrels.
My patron's going to be like, I'm finding someone else.
All right. So
There's beauty in the knocked over rocks. You see that now.
you stand there and you channel and you thrust forward once again. And this time, now that you're being a little more aware of it, you notice, once again, you started to lightly flicker. Your whole body started for a briefest of moments, like half of a second, quarter of a second. You just seen your body almost go dark, like a. But then it's hard to explain. It's almost like maybe you just blinked, but you do see that this blast of shadow this time has a slight trail of smoke behind it, and it hits that tree as you want it, and crumbles over. And hits the one and lodges up against the next one, hooked in the other branches. And you glance to your left to where your shadow would be. And your shadow gives you a wave. A delicate wave, almost like a polite gesture. And then it gives you a bow, just as you bow when you're finished a circus performance.
And it looks like it normally would have it just knocked over. There's nothing different to it.
No, it looks like you literally just hit it with a blunt force of like dark impact magic.
Okay.
Nothing too fancy.
Okay. All right. Maybe I can do this. And I turn and I head back to the
Roll
party.
your perception.
Oh. Okay.
Random encounter tables coming in.
I mean, I did separate myself.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, in your case, maybe it's a good thing you rolled low, because you do not witness the family of squirrels that you sent flying out of the tree to their deaths. You walk away as if nothing has happened.
Awesome.
Meanwhile, back
There
on
you
the
go.
road.
Use my powers and no one got hurt. She walks away as there's like a squirrel mourning the death of their family.
New pastime acquired. Tree bowling.
Oh man.
All right, I go back to the party, unaware
And
of the chaos that I have just brought.
she's walking back feeling like the Scarlet Witch over there. And
The squirrel's like going to wreak vengeance on you.
Oh my god, and boss.
what was Finwick and Talbot doing? Because everybody else seemed to be occupied for the half hour.
I would have been just like sitting and waiting for them to repair it, kind of wondering if Fancy's coming back. I had this weird sense that some squirrels died. I don't know.
Very
Things don't
good.
feel right.
And you guys just chill, right?
Yeah, like,
Bailey.
sort of while we're there, like, I mean, casually scanning the perimeter to make sure nothing's, like, going to be sort of, like, interrupting us. But sort of when it's just having it aside with Finwick,
Just saying that. So now that everything's out in the open, how does it feel?
Much the same. They don't seem to mind. I thought they would. But everybody has their secrets, and Angus seems to have one as well. That's kind of took the pressure off a little bit, to be honest.
Yes, I'm sure he felt the same way. But I'm glad. I mean, these people have demonstrated they can be trustworthy. So I'm
Strong
glad
fighters.
they are.
I think we can trust them. We have so far. I feel Fancy's been gone for a while. We should probably check on her if she doesn't come back in the next few minutes. I don't know what she's getting up to.
I think you hear a tree fall in the woods. Fancy strolls out and back.
What expression does Fancy have as she emerges from the trees? I'm picturing that, you know, that little meme where the little girl's looking back at the fire she caused?
I know the one.
Not quite. She's just, like she's contemplating.
Okay.
The whole time while we're fixing this wagon, Angus is just like technical jargon spamming in your ear, Jade. In like, just because he feels like it's like a common language that the two of us speak.
Absolutely. I feel like they're in it. Like, I feel like if Fiddick and Talbot kind of tone in, they're just like, what are they doing? Why are they talking about the grain of wood and the structural integrity?
It's like two of us are just obsessed on this project and no one else around us is actually even there anymore.
Yeah, the world fades away as you guys have tech talk, All right. So it's fair to say you get the wagon up and operational. You gonna hook it up to some horses and drag it back?
Yeah.
All right.
I'll look to Jade and say, I figure we should ride this back, just in case the leads break again.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Do we know which horses had wagon training, or all of them?
Well, one of ours have disappeared, so one of them I think might have been originally hooked up to the wagon.
Yeah. That's fair to say. And the one horse can pull the wagon. It's just they had two because it makes it easier, and they were rich nobles, so, they could afford two. One could manage it, though, but as long as you don't push the horse too much. So, very good. You all make your way back into the city of the Silverstone. All right, let's just pop this one up. Activate. It's not nighttime, so give me a second to change it to daytime. All right. All right, so you get yourself back into this town. What is the plan? Once you ride back into the city, it's the same as it's always been, hustling and bustling, people coming and going, sights and sounds, all kinds of districts to explore.
Who did we get this wagon off of again? I can't find that.
We had
The
we
orc-
had the wagon. You guys
The
don't
orc
have a wagon.
stole it from somebody.
Yeah, I
and
thought it was the orcs, but I couldn't remember if we just took it from him and we don't know where to return it, or do we just have a wagon now?
You guys didn't have a wagon. Like, the orc stole a wagon from somewhere, and that's what we, like, Talbot and Finwick used to leave, and you guys just had horses.
On the travel back, I was kind of. I assume that since we all have horses, we're all caravanning. We're still within talking distance of each other while we're traveling, I'm guessing.
Oh, I would say, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll bring the subject up while we're traveling. So do we return this wagon? Do we have to make it look like it's not the same wagon? Is this our wagon now?
I'm assuming it was someone's wagon. I don't know where Orvac got it from. I
Finders
mean,
keepers.
well, hopefully it's not from some noble who's like, put out like, someone stole my wagon and we just roll going around town with it. So if we do keep it, we may want to make it look different. Give it a fresh
Is there
paint
like
job or
a
something.
You're gonna flip the wagon, new paint job.
As soon as he says that,
Is there a VIN number on the wagon?
Scratch out the
Angus is
VIN
gonna-
number.
Hagen's is going to dig into his pouch and he's going to haul out drafting paper and pencil, and he's going to start sketching out designs, and it's just going to be passing notes in class between me and Jade the whole way through to how we can make this look nothing like what we found.
Yep.
Okay. Very interesting. So, you
Now own a wagon and horses.
As I will say though, as you enter the city, who's in the wagon? It's Jade and either Jade or Angus. Roll a d20 for me, please. Just a straight up d20. Who's gonna roll it?
This seems like a Jade issue to me.
Okay. You are lucky that the guards at the main gate do not recognize that wagon. As you come boiling in and they see who you are and they nod and they see, oh, they don't look like they're trouble. They go on, but they don't recognize the wagon. This looks like a beat up wagon to them. So, yes.
Hey, we found it on the road.
That you brought there.
We found it on the road on the way back.
Yeah.
All good. So, fate's on your side. You don't get locked up in prison again. But either way, do you? What is the plan? To explore the city or return to your inn?
We have a huge chest.
We do.
Unless Angus wants to keep toting it around.
Well, I am fine with leaving it on the wagon.
Ooh, yeah.
What if the wagon gets stolen?
Well, the inn we were in had stables out back,
Yep.
right? Because that's where we got the
I
horses.
think so, yeah.
Mhm.
Would there be room at said inn to store a wagon?
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'll look at Jade. Perhaps we should get this back to the inn and start doing some modifications in the storage area.
That makes sense. I'm sure they'll let us have the storage area for a day or two for some money.
That, or we could just scare the night staff again. That worked last time.
If we go back to the place where we got kidnapped from, we can probably just have it for free. Well, I got kidnapped from.
I was there. Yeah.
Right.
Just thinking back to where
Haven't
we
we-
first met.
No, but I got kidnapped from a hotel that will
Oh.
probably just let us like rent a stall.
Oh. You want to go back to an inn you got kidnapped from?
Well,
The food
dumb
was really
choices were
good.
made.
Angus didn't hear this story.
Dumb choices were made. Somebody had an automaton, and you know how rare those are. So I wanted to take a look at
Was
it.
it
and I did see
steam powered or was it magical fuel?
I think it was magical fuel because there was definitely no intakes.
That would be very hard, magical lines. Make sure that it doesn't combust internally. And it's just jargon.
But yeah, we got kind of wrapped up in that, and then they left Archon in a ditch.
Went from judgment to complete understanding under automaton.
I will point out, Jade, since you're familiar with the city, you do know another possible option if you wanted it. Is in Merchants Row district, there is a place called the Everstride Stables. It's literally a large dedicated stables. You get much more space and privacy to work there.
We could take it to the stables, but yeah, we could take it to the stables. Hold on, Soul's trying to eat some zip ties. Okay, I think we're good. She's on to something else now.
Hold on 1 second. Looking back through my notes.
So it sounds like, to me, you guys are debating between the Everstride Stables, which you've not visited yet, or the tavern you've been staying at down at the docks, or the Wandering Wisp Inn, the one where you got kidnapped from. So,
is the stables question? Is the stables near where Ardent's Forge is to?
yeah, it's in the Merchant District. Yeah, so it's the place where all it's in the Mirthvale district, right? So that's where all the buying and selling shops are. And
well, I'll also say if we need to forge any new pieces for this, we could use Ardent's Forge. He will let me work there.
Then maybe that's the best option then.
Also, I don't know if we brought this up, Jade, but if you're worried about the person who had the part in your kidnapping, they have been dealt with. When we were locating you, we had to have a discussion with someone.
That's good to know.
so to the stables, the Everstride Stables. Is that what you decided, or?
Yeah, to get to the Merchant District.
All right, so you head through the Merchant District, and you go to the Everstride Stables. It's the premier location for horse trading and stable services in the city, known for breeding and selling a wide variety of horses and dogs. The business caters to all types of customers, from those seeking a reliable workhorse to those in need of a powerful war steed. Additionally, they breed and sell common household dog pets, hunting dogs, war dogs, and much more. And it's a sprawling complex of sturdy timber and stone, large wooden signs over the entrance show galloping horses and dogs. Surrounding the stables are fenced-in paddocks where horses roam freely. And the building itself looks very well kept. And other than that, there's along the front, there's several large double doors that lead to various sections of the stables, including areas for breeding, boarding, training, that kind of thing. As you approach, you are approached by this person. Newcomers, I've not seen your face before. How can I help you?
We hope in a space to work on the wagon here.
And she looks it over. And she looks at all of your steeds. It's like, they look overworked, exhausted, tired. You're pushing them too hard. And it would be best to have two carrying that wagon. That carriage, if you could call it that. She looks at the side of it. And a bit of patchwork, but, expertly done patchwork.
I'll mention, we just came in from out of town. Unfortunately, our wagon capsized on us. As you can see, it's in need of repair.
Very well. So, you would like to rent a stable large enough to do what? House all these horses, including that wagon?
Yes.
Indeed.
Okay. Very good. All right. She sets it up and says, it's going to be one of the much larger ones, obviously, for the amount that you got here, but it'll be 1 gold per day.
I'm going to look at the group real quick and say, may I suggest, possibly, we are planning on having a wagon that could carry most of us. We keep 2 horses and sell her the rest in exchange for our stay.
That makes sense.
Very well. And she looks at, she's like, I know some who would like these horses. These are not of my breed and caliber, but I could take them off your hands for a price and find them some owners throughout the city. How many horses are you trading?
So we all had a horse. There's what, 4,
5
5
of
of
us.
us. So we need 3 horses, whatever we can get for 3. I would say we keep the 2 strongest horses and sell the 3, whatever. I don't know what a strong horse for cart carriage versus a fast horse. Like I don't know if there's much difference.
It's got
Racing.
1.2 horsepower instead of 1.
Yeah.
She's willing to offer 20 gold per horse.
That works.
So this, we figured this would cover the cost of repairs and housing for the time needed.
Yes, well, with that, if you're giving 3 horses, that's 60 days.
60 gold. Well, 60. Well, if we sell them for that, I'm just asking, how much are we looking for, like a material cost to fix and upgrade the?
Well, are you just trying to get it back to the state it was, or are you trying to turn it into a battle wagon with the artificer enchantments?
Okay, so this is what's gonna happen. We're gonna say that we were just gonna fix it, but then you're gonna let Angus and Jade on a fever pitch on fixing a wagon, and that's gonna get out of hand. So it's probably gonna end up like a battle wagon.
And when given the option to forge a battle wagon, you always say yes.
Yeah, knowing too that we have access to Ardent's forge, so we can actually make the pieces that we need.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Plus, like little doors so that we can open up so Talbot and Fancy can fire and be protected.
We can get spicy with this one since we have the access.
Well, for now, you are given the 60 gold for the 3 horses, whoever wants to take that. And it's 1 gold per day. So how many days in advance do you want to pay for now? Just have the
Does
storage.
this cover a room as well as the stable, or not?
This is the stable. It's just the one very large stable area.
So we're renting the stable area, but it's big enough for us to work on that, but also have we could make a makeshift place to live, technically.
Yeah, I mean, there's hay in there if you want to sleep in there, but
we still have a couple days left on those rooms too that we bought.
Yeah.
That's another part of town. It's up to you guys.
It would be a lot more comfortable to sleep at an inn instead of in a stable with horses, but I get what you're saying, Ed, if you want to save some money.
But we don't really have a place at the moment, is what I'm saying.
No.
So if is there a place close to here that we could also rent for just living, bare bones?
Well, well, you want to start looking into the rental market.
Or an inn, if there's an inn close to the stable, what's?
Yeah, so it would be closer to go back to your original place, the Wandering Wisp, because that district is right next to this one. It takes longer to go all the way down to the ocean, to the shore docks area, which is where you were temporarily staying. And it would take a little longer to go down to Gutter's End down there. Even though they are frying up fresh rat for lunch, you might want to go down to that one again. But crispy fried rat. But yeah, the closest option would just be the Wandering Wisp.
I mean, would they really expect us to go back? Probably not. So we could take our chances with the Wandering Wisp.
Yeah.
We'll just be extra vigilant.
To be fair, I walked out to where everything happened. And I think she trained that night guy.
Who trained that night guy? What do you mean? Sorry, I missed that.
The adventure lady that actually runs it probably really yelled at the kid that was
Yeah.
like, interrupt the guests in the middle of the night.
Yeah, no doubt.
To get them kidnapped.
Good chance. Well, while you're here, you do see the large board off to the side showing all the different types of horses you can get, from Corsairs to Silverwind Racers to war horses. And then there's dogs. You can buy Hearthhounds, Swift Paw Terriers, Everstride Shepherds, Ashen Trail Hunters, or Iron Fang Mastiffs.
I think just 2 sturdy carriage horses would be a good place to start.
You don't want War Mastiffs? That's what you're saying.
Nah.
You can ride a War Mastiff, Fancy.
I mean, that'd be fun, but...
All right, very good. So, yeah, you rent it. It'll be 1 gold for this large. Stay one of the larger ones they got. Give you plenty of space to work and have the multiple horses in there. And you sell the other ones. Oh, go ahead.
Does she do trading? Like, can we get her to work with our 2 horses to
This
just have them be, like, I don't know, sensible, maybe a little bit less likely to kick off or get stressed out? If we have a war wagon, maybe we want horses that are also a little bit hardier. Not hardier, but perhaps better trained or...
Yeah,
less
she offers.
liable to spook.
No, definitely. She's a horse. She trains all her own horses and everything for in here for sale. So yeah, she could train them for a price as well.
Yeah, how much to train these horses maybe to be a little bit more sturdy, where the wagon tipped over and stuff, they're good, but perhaps more control would have been helpful.
Yes, well, I could help with that. However, if you have the gold, why not just sell me those and put some more gold towards it and just buy one of my horses that are already trained? Be the faster
How much
and...
do you sell your carriage horses for? Because we need 2.
Well,
If you're doing 20 gold a horse for us, we have 100 gold to spend on 2 horses.
Well, she has Iron Mane draft horses for 50 gold pieces. These are sturdy work horses designed for hauling heavy loads or doing labor. Then there's Everstride Corsairs, or how do you say that word? Corsair. A swift, reliable riding horse favored by adventurers and messengers for its endurance and calm demeanor. So that's probably what you're looking for. And let's go up from that.
Are they carriage trained though?
Yeah, she can carriage train them in no time. And then to go above that, it gets more expensive because then you're into racing horses, ones that are super fast, and then war horses, which are even more expensive. So, but the war horses obviously are thicker, better trained for combat. They can trample, and they have advantage against being frightened, stuff like that.
How much are they?
Sable's war horses are 400 gold each.
I could purchase one.
I could purchase one.
I can also purchase one.
Yeah, you were all given that money from it as the quest reward. He's like, go buy some gear. You're lacking in gear. You're going to go buy a bunch of war horses. Hey, do what you want. It'll be pretty awesome.
I mean, if you guys can make this into like a war carriage and we can get war horses, I can foot forward 400.
And we'll sell the 2 we have, so a little bit off of that.
Mm-hmm.
So 700 gold is what we'd have to pony up, basically. not counting cost of...
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
And would this include the livery that we need?
You say delivery or a livery?
Livery. The gear. you do know what I'm talking about.
Yes. I'm just trying to think about the answer to your question. Yes, like this will come with whatever, like, yeah, it comes with its own saddle and whatever would come, you know, what you'd expect.
I think the stable master's just a poser.
I'm gonna give her 400 gold for one of those war horses.
Oh my.
I am subtracting from my amount.
All right, so you are the proud new owner of a powerful war steed trained for combat, known for strength, loyalty, and fearlessness on the battlefield.
Named Buttercup.
Yeah, Buttercup. Just like in the Half-Baked movie. Buttercup, Butterstuffs.
Fearless.
But, yeah. And just so you know, I'll give you the stats later, but I got Trample. If it moves at least 20 feet in a straight line, can do a hoof attack. Got a C down its DC 14 strength saving throw or be knocked prone, and it's war trained. And it's got a lot more hit points and stuff.
Right?
I can buy the other one.
Wow.
You cover the cost of the horses. I'll cover the cost of the wagon.
Okay.
Do you need us to contribute?
You say that, Angus, until you're like, I need a Gatling cannon on the top.
I've got time, and I've got access to an artificer to help me. We're making a fucking war wagon.
Yeah. You might just want to downtime some of this, Eddie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Don't need a Gatling gun, just a small little window so it wasn't fancy to come out and start shooting their Eldritch Blasts.
I have a really cool idea that I'm gonna message you, Kate, about.
You guys can work on it afterwards, for sure, offline. But yeah, okay. So long as you guys sort out your gold here now. So you got 60 gold for the horses you sold. Did you sell more than 3?
We sold all of them.
All of them, okay. About 20 per horse, yep. And then you put your money in. Just make sure you calculate it out. 400 for each war horse. And other than that, you're the proud owner of 2 big war horses, expertly trained.
Yeah, I just took out 400. I didn't put any gold in, and I'm okay with that. So if somebody else wants to pocket the gold.
So yeah. If you could just pay 350 each, whoever's paying for horses, and that would subtract the 100 we just got from selling the horses.
Oh, yeah, we
Okay,
can do that
so
if we want.
350.
Yeah. Yeah, so
All
So the
right,
2
I'll
horse
take-
buyers paid 350 if they're willing to pay the 350 for the horses.
Yes.
And then we'll pay for, I don't know how long, a month in the stables, I guess. And Angus is paying for parts. So Talbot, you pay 30 gold for a month in the stables.
okay, I will do that.
I don't have any money. But
Yeah, I know, I have all the money. So yeah, no, I am taking care of that. So that was 30 gold. It's done.
Very good. Okay. I will work to speak to you guys later to come up with some little art for your horses and what your plans are, and I'll end the names of said horses and give you the stats of them
Buttercup.
for next
I'll name
session.
name one of them butter and the other one cup.
To me, Buttercup.
On butter, on cup.
Fly, Buttercup.
Ridiculous. All right. Well, that concludes your time at the stable here. All right. So, what is your plan after you get everything situated, the wagon pulled in, the horses set up, tied in there? Oh, by the way, and as long as they're staying in the stable, she takes care of them, food-wise, grooming-wise, all that stuff.
Yeah, I figured that was part of the goal
Yeah.
today.
Well, not her personally.
I guess we should go to the Whisper Wind or Whisper Inn or whatever it's called
Yeah. Okay.
and see if we can get a room. Finwick's going to suggest we share a room going forward as opposed to getting individual rooms. Given that we're being hunted, or at least I'm being hunted.
Okay. Well, you now make your way across to the Wandering Wisp. Once again,
That's the one.
you go inside, You do not see the nerdy guy that typically works the night shift, but either way, because it is daytime. But you do see, once again, this lady who you've already met, named Lozana. And as she sees you all come in, she recognizes you, of course. And she motions for her assistant just to take the main area. And she waves for you to come over, so she could have a word.
We go over.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. She stands in front of you now. Her face, a bit of mix of concern and regret. She says, I can't express how sorry I am for what happened. Well, Joram, he's always been a trusted member of my staff, but his actions for breaking your confidentiality led to those unfortunate events. As she looks at you, Jade. It's kind of inexcusable. And I know the words cannot undo the harm, but I want to make things right. So, if you'd like, for the rest of the week, the Mystic Sweets will be yours. Each of you, free of charge. It's the least I can do to ensure you're comfortable after all this happened.
I think we'll just take the largest one.
The largest, just one large Mystic Sweet?
Indeed.
Very good. And for further compensation, please accept this. And she hands a pouch of gold over. You can't really count it in front of her. I'll tell you how much is in it later. She's like, it's a token, I know, but I hope it helps. You've been through more than anyone should endure. And I just want to do what I can to make up for it. Go relieve your stress with some entertainment or buy yourself something nice.
I wouldn't hold it against him too much. I mean, certainly, I'm sure he can be trained. He may need someone to help him until you feel confident again, but there was more to that than...
Very well, I understand. Have you seen Joram around? I haven't seen him since that night. Ever since he realized what he's done, he hasn't shown up for any of his shifts. So if you happen to see him around the city, please let him know that everything's been made right and he can come back to me. His job is still here. I'm just starting to get worried about him.
Does he have any family?
Yes, he lives with his parents. But I've already spoke with his parents. They said he hasn't returned home.
Since that night?
That's right. I'm afraid he just ran away. Or...
Oh, it's terrible.
Yeah, he was pretty tore up about it.
Well, if we see him, we'll certainly send him your way.
Thank you kindly. And also there's been this, and she wait one more moment, and she rushes over to the counter, flicks through a few filing cabinets and things she got behind, and comes back. This was left for you, and she hands a letter to you, Jade.
Oh, thank you kindly.
Okay. And with that, she goes back to her business. Do you guys head up to your new Mystic Suite?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. You make your way in there, and just like last time, it is amazing. It is spacious beds, magical type tapestries, private sitting areas overlooking the city streets below, baths that are magically enchanted to keep the perfect temperature. Yeah, it's as good as you can get for this area. And you all make your way in there. And are you going to look at said letter once you get up there, Jade?
Yes, but on the way up, I'm really worried about that kid that went missing. There's really important people involved in that. Unless he's just a scaredy.
I mean, we can certainly look around for him. Hopefully he isn't caught up in with the same folks who decided to abscond with you.
Yeah,
Loose end and all that.
Yeah. Wait, above table, the rabbit shop owner knows scrying?
Oh,
No, okay.
no, he did not. Like he's just an enchanter. He just enchants items and equipment. He hardly casts any spells like directly.
Oh, it's probably the saucy elf that Talbot knows that I don't like. Never mind.
Mean guy.
The elf is the potion master, the alchemist.
I thought we
And
knew somebody
herbalist.
that knew scrying, but I don't know who. Anyway, it's not important.
Okay. What do you all do when you're up in the room?
I've gone into full project mode. It's just like papers and design sketches everywhere.
Right, you take advantage of the table, push all the fancy things off of it, and start spreading out your papers. Jade, in your hand, you are holding a parchment-wrapped letter sealed with a dark green wax crest that has daggers crossed over a cracked chest. And you recognize that seal. And it belongs to Bramlor Sorrel. That would be Flinton's estranged father. Someone that you... that's a name you haven't heard of in a very long time.
All of the color drops out of her face.
You look like you're seeing a ghost, Jade. Is everything all right?
The letter's from Flinton's dad. She'll open it.
All right, the parchment is thick and old, flecked with dried ink dots, and smells faintly of tobacco and dust. The letter says, "To Arkan and Jade, if this letter finds you, then the old gods still know a shred of pity. This is Bramlor Sorrel. I am, or was, Flinton's father. And though I've no right to ask a moment of your time, I do so anyways, because I am dying. My heart fails slowly and without ceremony. I've little time and less to waste on regret. Flinton spoke of you both, often and fondly. He made you family when blood failed him. I would see you, if you're willing. There are things he left behind, things meant for you, not me. A few stories, perhaps, some truth I've never earned the chance to say. On Greywind Hollow Street, in the gutter's end, my door remains open until I am no longer here to answer it." And it's signed -B Sorrel.
She'll let out a shaky breath. I don't know how to get a hold of Arkan. But I can go, I guess.
Go where?
She'll pass the letter over to you.
I read it. We can go with you.
Would be nice.
I give the letter back to her.
Yeah, I mean, for what you all did, it's the least we could do, so I think we're an easy substitute for Arkin.
Maybe he'll show up again one day.
Maybe. He's doing important things. It's just... I'm sure it's a moment he would have loved.
Mm. Well, we'll go with you. It's settled. It's when you want to go.
Oh gosh. Probably soon. But I don't know. She'll start like trying to like make herself look fine or good. I don't know. She's just sort of putting in time.
Fancy puts out a hand and she puts it on your arm. Jade, you look fine.
I don't have many regrets, Nancy, but I really didn't want what happened to Flinton to happen.
Sometimes things happen that we just have no control over. You're not to blame. And a life lived with few regrets, well, I think that's a pretty darn good thing.
If you'll let her, she'll kind of hug you.
Yep, I'll let her hug. I'll hug her back. My wings will flutter a little.
Thanks.
All right, well, let's get packed. We're going.
Just as you turn around, you're just getting everything set up, and then they're like, "And we're going."
I just got all of my stuff ready. I'm like, hey, this is what I'm thinking about this. I look back and hear Fancy's hugging somebody else, and then I'm just like, what's going on?
We have to make a house call. There's a gentleman that's dying, and I think he has things he needs to say and things I need to hear.
I'll start packing away everything I just took out.
Well, you could leave it set
we'll
up.
Come back. we'll be right back.
I'll leave it there. I'll stop packing up. Just always in a constant state of confusion, apparently. And it just gets up and starts leaving. Not sure where we're going. I'll just get up and start leaving.
Wait, where are you going? You've got to wait for us.
Oh yeah, very nice. So are you all going? What about the halflings?
Well, they're coming too.
Fancy says so.
Come on.
Oh my, all good.
There's a gentleman on his deathbed. That's what I do.
A peaceful end.
He may require services.
Do you have what you need?
Perform a peaceful death, if requested, yes.
Okay.
But not everyone requests it, and my presence may be unsettling. So it's best we ask before I make myself known. But other than that, you've seen people react to me. It varies. If your friend's father requests it, sure. If they would prefer to not see me as I'm unsettling, then I can make that as well. But I will accompany you, because we are friends. And I say that sort of, for the first time I say it out loud to you guys.
It makes me sad how some people look at you, Fenwick. It's because they don't know you. You're kind, gentle, and wise. I hope you don't let it bother you.
Fenwick's just going to carry on. He doesn't let it bother him. He acknowledges you because you're his friend. So he'll just sort of nod at you.
Fair enough.
I'm mad at you, Mike. You didn't hit the coffee cup.
I did hit the coffee cup. That's where I stepped away for a minute, and I'm back.
Oh, well, I apologize. I was out
I
of
said
line.
BRB. I said BRB, and I saw the cup, so I hit the cup, and then I left, and then I came back. My dog was barking at me to go outside.
It's all good. All right, so after that conversation, you make your way into the Gutters End District.
Does anybody need to use the infinitely warm bath before we leave?
Fancy looks at it very longingly, but it's like, no, there's a dying man. We must go.
It's in a constant state of prestidigitation, too, so it's like always clean. All right, the Gutters End District is a district of rusted lanterns, crooked walkways and aging stonework, narrow alleys snake behind shop fronts where silver tarnished on display, and rainwater pools and cracked tiles. So Grey Wind Hollow Street is barely more than a lane, quiet, forgotten, lined with worn homes like leaning old men. Now, Sorrel's home is a 2-story structure with with ivy wrapped bricks and patchwork roof of tin and slate. One of the shutters swings lazily in the breeze, and a withered away chime tingles faintly in the wind. And the door appears to be broken and flapping with the slight breeze. What you doing?
So, sorry, whose house is flapping?
Clinton's dad.
Okay, so I didn't know we got there yet.
That's not a good sign.
Does it look like it's been broken in?
Just look. Give me investigation. That's more of a Sherlock question. See how the door was broken.
I'm not very good at investigating, but I'll try.
I can help you.
Oh, okay.
Hey, do you want to do a separate roll or to look yourself, or do you want to give Fancy advantage?
I'm okay. I'm okay with either.
Sorry, I'm just trying to bring out myself. I mean, like, you want to sort of initiate it, but I mean, so I can give you advantage if you want.
Okay, I'll roll again.
It looks like yes, it was broken into.
Look here, the lock's been busted. I think we better go in, Jade, but we should be careful.
How many stories is this house?
Oh, just one, very small.
Oh, okay, you said 2. Sorry.
Oh, I did. It's a 2-story structure.
Okay, I was gonna say, I thought you said 2.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought you said 2 stories.
It's 2 stories.
The whole top is collapsed.
Oh my! All good.
Any open windows on the second story or anything?
You see that one is boarded up, and then the other one on the side is broken. It looks like it had glass, but it's broken.
Is this what your friend's father's house looks like normally?
They were estranged. We didn't come a lot. And I came even less after. I think we go in and we hopefully find him in there and just
So, are you going in through the main door? Is that what you're implying?
Jade will.
Okay. The door, you notice one of the hinges pretty much gave way, and as Fancy mentioned, looks like there was a point of impact that broke the lock off to the point where the door just don't work anymore. So you just push it and it swings open.
I'll follow Jaden.
Okay. As you go in, the scent inside is old and gentle. Pipe smoke, dried lavender, and the faint bite of metal polish. The interior is clean, but clearly lived in by someone with little strength for upkeep. A pair of chairs sit near a cold hearth. Shelves hold old books, 2 wooden carvings of ravens, and a faded portrait of a much younger Flinton. Cocky, smiling, bent hat with a big dagger on his belt. And you see you recognize him, although he looks much worse off than the last time you seen him. He sits in a heavy chair by the hearth. His face is drawn and pale, beard gone mostly white. A thick blanket is wrapped around him, and a glass vessel of something brown and strong rests nearby. And he doesn't appear to move or have heard you enter. Now, Jade, as you look around this old man's home, what's something else here that catches your eye?
That you described, or just in general?
No, for you to make up.
Okay. I think that Flinton talked about a secret, like a board that he'd kind of popped up and made a hidden spot. I think my eyes go to there. Not that there'd be perhaps much in it. You know, like the things that are important to you when you're little are...
Mm-hmm. He made a secret compartment, a little hiding area in the house.
He did.
Boy soldiers.
Yeah. My eyes kind of go to there, because he's described it.
Very nice.
I see that it looks...
The man in the chair moves just his hand to grab the drink. And he puts it back, still looking forward at the nearly extinguished fireplace.
Can I cast Druidcraft and just send a flame forward into the hearth?
Give the old man a heart attack. Let's do this.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. So, Druidcraft, yeah, if you can create a flame with that thing, and I assume you can, right?
Yeah. So I can light or snuff out a candle, a torch, or a campfire. So I'm just going to kind of take my fingers, do a little flick with my fingers, and just...
All right.
I'm just going to gently coax the flames a little bit higher. So not to alarm him.
Yeah,
but, right.
Heart
just
attack.
to kind of like bring a little bit more life to that fire. I'm going to do it very subtly.
Yeah, the moment that flares up, you see leans forward and extends his withered hands out in front to get some warmth, and he's rubbing them together.
Mr. Cyril? Sorry, I'll come around. I didn't want to startle you. It's Jade.
Oh, so you came. Oh, I was half expecting the letter to go ignored. Or worse, you would just burn it. Where is he? He looks around at the rest of you. Arkin couldn't make it? Who are these people?
I'm not in the house. I stayed out by the door.
Oh, okay.
You don't want to get the wrong impression she walks in with.
I don't want to scare the literal life out of this room.
Ding dong, Death Monk's here.
We brought you the Death Monk. No, I don't. I'm not going in the house. I'll stay out by the door.
Are you in, Talbot, or no?
I'll go in.
All right. So yeah, Arkin couldn't make it. Who are these people?
These are my friends. We've had some. There have been some things gone on, and so we've just been moving together as a group. Arkin himself is off on some tasks, but I will relay everything and anything you wish to him the next time I lay eyes on him.
All right. And he motions for you all to sit down on his couch. And the couch is awful. It's like ripped to pieces and stinks and smells. It's been here a while. You know, a few stains on it. Do you sit?
Yes.
Do the other two sit?
I sit next to Jace.
Okay.
Yes.
He still looks cold. I'll prestidigitation the fire a little bit to feel like it's roaring so he feels warm.
Yeah, he's leaning forward, kind of rocking a little bit, warming up his hands. Oh, my heart's quit me in pieces. Oh, doctor says I won't last the month. Fine by me. I never figured I'd die full of stories that I never told. At least not the ones worth hearing. Yeah. You know, Jade, I was a bad father. Might as well start there. Flinton deserved better than silence and hard words. But I know what I raised. Clever, reckless, and he's loyal to the marrow. And I know you loved him, and he loved you, Anarchin. Told stories about your jobs together, like you were the legends out of song. He shifts in his seat.
Felt like that.
Yeah. You know, when Flinton was about 8 or so, he stole the city's guard's badge. Not for coin, not even for pride, just to see if he could. The little bastard, he paraded it around the back alleys like he'd been promoted to the captain of the watch. Called himself Marshal Flint for 3 days. He made all the neighborhood kids salute him. He even made up fake laws. And he pauses for a moment to catch his breath.
Sounds like him.
Yeah. Oh, what were they? Oh, one of them. One of them was anyone that walks through puddles too loud gets fined 2 buttons and a sweet. Oh, the best one was no grown-ups allowed to look grumpy, you know, before breakfast. If they looked grumpy before breakfast, it was punishable by tickling. Oh, God, he was full of fire back then. Had a spark in his eyes, like the world was his stage, and that he'd stolen the script. And you see him lean to the side, and he's hawks up a bit of phlegm, kind of just falls on the ground. Then he sits back in his chair. Oh, that same spark, though, I saw it again every time that he talked about the two of you.
He was something else. Honestly, I've never met someone like him before since.
Yeah, me either. I've never met no one quite like my boy. And he runs his finger along the rim of a chipped mug beside him while he's thinking. Flinton didn't open up much to me. We had too many sharp edges between us. But on the rare nights, he stayed long enough to talk. And he always brought you two up. He said you were the only ones he trusted to stand beside him when things got ugly. Not just on a job, but like in the worst kinds of quiet. You know, when the world turns its back and leaves you bleeding in alleys of your own mistakes. Yeah, he said you, Jade, had the mind that could outbuild the gods if they gave you long enough. And a heart that didn't give up on fools like him, even when you should have. Yeah.
With words, didn't he?
Oh, yeah. That he did. He always used to write things and leave little notes around. Yeah, he said Arkin was his mirror. Not always clean, not always kind, but always honest. Said if the world came crashing down and he had one blade to guard his back, it'd be his. Arkin don't miss, he said. You know, not with blade, not with spell, and not with loyalty. He loved you both. Not like a partner, like blood, like family. Maybe even better than that. Well, I won't keep you. There's a few things of his over there, as he motions towards a small trunk off to the side. He told me if anything ever happened to him, God's help him, that, he was always prepared for the worst. That these things should go to you.
It's kind. I don't know if he told you much about me, but it was only me. I don't have any parents anymore. And it was just the three of us, and we kept each other alive in ways, I guess. That's all I'm saying. I don't know if I could have done it alone.
You're a bunch of tough kids. I wasn't there for them. And I guess, unfortunately, yours were not there for you. Not of their choice, at least. What does that make me? But you grew up on these streets. Made you strong.
Strong and stupid. She's kind of gone over to take the things out.
All right, so as you're moving towards the chest, would you say there's any other memories of Flinton that would come to mind? Or are you more focused on something else?
Oh no, it's kind of like, for her, it is like every moment from 10 until they were gone. Like I said, all the things they did. They slept in stables and stole stuff and ran around. Like the badge was before my time. But, we aspired to those kind of shenanigans and tomfoolery. Stealing pies out of windows or one cookie off the bake rack.
For sure. So the trunk creaks open, and it reveals a cracked silver locket. Do you open it up?
Yes.
There's a sketch inside. Flinton, Arkin, and Jade, mid-laugh, drawn hastily, but with care. A note is folded and slightly tucking out from behind the sketch. And you have a look at the note, and it says, "Best day of my worst year." And there's also a set of thieves' tools, well used but finally made, and engraved with a phrase, "Quiet hands, loud heart." And there is something that that you've seen him use often. It is known as the Deft Coin. It is a tarnished silver coin. It's enchanted with a slight minor illusion over the top of it. And when flipped, it grants advantage on the next skill test, usable once per long rest. And finally, there is Flinton's Silver Tongue Cloak. A charcoal gray cloak stitched with dark thread. And while you have seen him wear it before and you know what it does, while wearing it, the user gains advantage on one deception or persuasion check per day. And as you pick it up and look at it, remembering that he used to wear this thing, the inside hem is stitched with Flinton's words. Never forget the tongue will save you from drawing a blade.
She sort of clutches it to her chest in a hug. Is there anything I can do for you? I can fix the door. Bring you some wood.
You can, move what kindling I got left a little closer to me. That'll be good enough.
How do you feel?
I feel like I don't know if I'm gonna see tomorrow. You know, you never stop talking about your heists and your near deaths. You said Jade could rig up a explosive out of a wine cork and a prayer. Said Arkan once stared down a city guard with a bluff so bold, even the guard apologized. Oh, God. At least he had you, too. I missed my chance to be his father. But maybe I could still be the one who passes the torch right, you know? I don't know. You keep him alive, in memory, in how you walk. So don't let that go to waste.
Okay. Is there like a piece of paper or anything? Do I have something in my bag?
Sure.
Can I take prestidigitation so it'll come off the fire, and just on this piece of paper, I just want an illusory image. Like one of my best, like one of Flinton's best moments, like either him up in a tree or trying to steal something. Just put it on there for him, just so he can have it.
Yeah, for sure. And so you hand that over?
Yeah.
He takes it. Oh, God, you're so full of wonder. Yeah. Well, I appreciate you. I shouldn't keep you here. I'm sure you got important things to do. Well, your friends are some quiet.
They are. That'll last for an hour. I have a friend who knows things about the ways of death, but I don't know if you're waiting for Arkan. I haven't heard from him in some time.
If you got the letter, then he's not gonna get it. So that's too late. You just let him know when you bump into him again.
I will. I'll write this conversation on my heart and keep it until I can share it with him.
Yeah, okay. Oh, so cold. And he pulls the blanket up more and curls into his chair.
Do you want to rest, or do you want us to go?
I should rest.
Fenric, that's your cue. No, I don't.
Dr. Kevorkian over there.
I have services to provide, but only to those who want it.
Well, you notice when you said you got the friend, like kind of glazed over, like he didn't quite fully process.
Ah,
So like, looks like half his mind is there. So either that or he's just to the point of exhaustion where, he's half hearing
Yeah.
it. So you could try to repeat it or bring in Fenwick or just let him go at his own time. It's up to you.
I think he doesn't expect to see tomorrow. He just wants to rest. Just tuck the blanket around him like you would a little kid.
And then do you leave?
Yeah.
So as you're leaving, just before you step out of the room, you just hear him say, he always said you were always building something. Keep building, Jade. Don't stop. Don't stop. And then his
I
voice
won't.
trails off.
I looked at Jade when we get outside. He doesn't look like he has much time left.
I don't think he does.
He's gonna die alone. And will anybody come to check on him? It doesn't feel right leaving.
He asked us to go 4 times.
Did he though? If you want to leave, but I think we should check on him tomorrow.
Yeah. I don't know. Can I incite, I guess, the conversation, Eddie?
Sure. Yeah, go for it. What do you want to know?
I don't know if I get to know. Is he, I guess, would he be willing to just Jade to stay?
If he wanted Jade to stay, but he just wasn't
Yeah.
letting on kind of thing. He
Yeah.
wasn't hard to read. He wasn't hiding anything. He's too exhausted to hide anything, really. You can see that at this point, once he got that off his chest, he's ready to go. He's ready to pass on, and whether you're there or not, he just, that's it. He just wants to go to sleep one last time, is the impression you get.
Yeah, we'll check on him tomorrow.
Right.
Okay.
Fancy just kind of looks at the house. And it's sad.
It is.
Okay.
They could have.
Oh, go
And she
ahead.
says, all these people in these big, enormous cities, and people die alone. It's awful. It's awful, Jade.
It is. And they could have fixed it with time.
I never
I know
want to
they
live
could have.
like that.
You won't have to. Stick with us.
She gives you like a half smile. All right, well, we'll return tomorrow.
Okay. So, after you leave this place in this somber state, at this point, it would be, let's see, probably about 6 p.m. Probably got a couple more hours till it gets dark. And, yeah. What is your plans? By the way, the sack of gold that you were given, had 400 gold coins in there.
That's one horse.
It is.
Oh, jeez. Currency's horses now.
I can give
It's
200
not-
fancy.
Any war horse, or not any horse, a war horse.
Yeah. Man, I'll take 200 gold.
Oh, okay.
And obviously 400 is an extreme amount of money.
Yeah.
But as you can tell from her establishment, and like she said, she was a previous adventurer, money's not an issue. She runs the inn for fun. And she's trying to overly compensate because she has so much guilt towards what happened.
Yeah.
So it is about 6 p.m. There is a city to explore, or you can go back and rest, or you can do what you'd like.
Get in that bath.
I've got to get that bath.
Infinite hot water.
Yeah.
Good tub. Good tub.
So you're going to head back to the inn. Is that the plan?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. Give me a quick second.
Oh, yeah, everybody walked out of the house, and Fenwick is just sort of looking at everybody to see if he's needed. But he's just going to walk with everybody.
Oh, I thought that conversation between myself and Jade happened, like, with you in the vicinity.
Oh, I didn't go in the house. I don't spook old people. That's the rule.
No,
I think that was when we came out.
I thought we had the conversation outside on the street with you there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You did say I step outside, and then you started having that conversation.
All right. Well, in that
But-
case, then I would have just chimed in a little bit. Like some people go on their own terms. It is how they want. We're not unknown, and our services don't cost money. He could have, if he wanted us, he would have asked for us.
Fancy nods. Oh, we'll check on him in the morning, too. Just so he's not left there.
Okay. I added the 2 items to your... I had the items already made, though. I added them to your sheet there, Jade. The coin and the cloak. I'll try to... I didn't create the thieves' tools, but I'll put them in after. But otherwise, so you're all heading back down towards your hotel, your fancy hotel. Is that the plan?
Yep.
Okay. So as you're weaving through the
I'm
bustle-
looking for the orc.
Oh, you're
Not actively searching, but I'm looking to see if he's watching us. I have a feeling he's in the city and he's waiting somewhere.
Okay. Give me a perception test.
Okay.
Okay. You are confident that he himself is not anywhere in the vicinity. As you're walking through these streets, you're looking, and you are confident that he is not. If you would have gotten 1 higher, I would have told you something, but you missed it by that much.
Overall, I didn't expect. Like, I'm not, searching and looking, but when we were walking down a street, I'm looking in alleys.
For sure.
I'm looking for this guy. So
But I will say
that's going to be constant.
Yeah, exactly. And well, just with that, you are confident. Well, unless he rolled like a 20 plus in stealth, that he's probably not around you at the moment.
Yeah. I'm confident if he was to be seen, I would see him, unless he's like actively hiding from me, in which case it's possible, but I wouldn't know.
So as you weave through the streets, and you're making your way there, you're probably chatting, carrying on with each other, taking into sights and a wide variety of people. I should turn off the sad music to start. Too sad. Let me ask you something. Does this Is this too loud, guys? If I put on the city ones? City sounds? I got it on 20, as low as I think I can go. Yeah.
That sounded like a goblin.
Yeah.
Yeah. No goblins in here. They get strung up. But you, I would like. Well, there's no perception needed. You're all looking, and Fancy, you notice someone is watching you.
Okay.
A teenager.
Who?
Maybe 16, a human boy, male, freckled cheeks with wind-tangled brown hair.
Is it the dude from the inn?
Nope.
Okay.
This guy, he clutches a strap of a satchel so tightly that his knuckles look like they're going pale. And, yeah, he's just over there staring at you intently.
Does he look like he's frightened?
More shocked to see you. More startled.
I quirk a brow, but I keep going.
Okay, you keep going. You just kind of glance back as you're starting to walk past, and in the distance you see him like swallow to build up some nerve, and then he's running in your direction.
Do anyone see the running besides
Yeah, but especially with a 19 perception, you see a teenage boy flanking Fancy.
I am full on going to try and trip him up.
Okay.
I'm not going to try to physically hurt the guy, but as he runs towards Fancy, he's going to fall on his face if I have anything to do with that.
Easy enough done. I won't even make you roll. You're a monk. This is a teenager. Yeah, you just sidestep there, and he's so focused on Fancy that when he's just getting probably 10 feet away from her, yeah, you stick out your foot, I assume, from the crowd of people, and he trips up in it and goes. So he got all tumbling forward right in the dust, and the cobblestone goes up, and he skids out a part of his chin, and he goes, God, oh, idiot, friggin' idiot. Oh man! And he gets up, tries to dust himself. Wait, Fancy,
your
wait.
next words wisely.
Oh, now he turns around. He thought he just kind of tripped up on his own. And he turns around and sees you there. You want to roll intimidation?
Sure.
Superfan, nope, not today.
Oh, that was a 19 for a second.
It was for a second. He looks at whoa, wow. And then he looks at you and then looks back to Fancy. Miss Fancy?
Yeah.
This, I'm a big fan, Miss Fancy. His eye, he flushes a little bit red after saying it, and his eyes kind of drop to his boots and then back to Fenwick to see if that was okay to say.
Yeah. What's your name?
Amar.
Amar?
Amar. Yeah, I've seen you before. At the circus, when you and your friends fought off those thugs. That was amazing.
Well, it was quite dangerous. I'm glad to see you weren't hurt.
Oh, no. Thanks to you and you, and he looks around at any of you that he would recognize. The dwarf was not there at that time, but the rest of you. I figure if anyone can help me, it's you.
What do you need help with?
Yeah. Can I come closer? He's like 10 feet away from you, but he looks back at the monk.
I looked at Fenwick. I shrunk.
I look at Fancy. I'm waiting for you to give me the okay.
I'll give a slight nod.
Every time he stands up, I will put him down if you don't let me.
I'll just give a slight nod.
Okay, he cautiously makes his way closer.
I'm just gonna stand behind Fancy too, just so she can't see me, but I'm staring at the kid.
So, yeah. Somebody stole my fishing net.
All right. Where was your fishing net?
Well, I had it. And then this bastard down at the dock stole it. And it's not just any net. Okay, it was my father's net. And he used it every day of his life. And when I was little, I'd sit at the bow of his boat, holding the ropes while he showed me how to watch the tide. It's the last thing that I have to remember him by.
All right. What does the rope look like, or the net look like?
Oh, you're gonna help me?
I'll keep an eye out for it.
Well, I know right where it is.
Well, if you know where it is, why don't you get it?
Because Plunk got it, and I can't get it from Plunk.
Okay, so who's Plunk?
Oh, Plunk, he's down in the Nether Bay district in Anchor's Rest. He's always at the docks. He's usually around the commoners' boats, loading, unloading, gambling, or just bothering people. He's that kind of guy, you know. And, yeah, he carries that net with him everywhere. He wraps it over his... Oh, what?
No, it's fine. You go ahead.
He wraps it over his shoulder like a trophy. And you'll recognize it because the ropes are dyed blue and the weights are bronze seahorses. And my father carved those himself.
All right. So all I need to do is just go up to Plunk and see if he'll give me your father's net.
Yes, he won't talk to me anymore, and he threatens me if I come too close. Please, Miss Faceless, if you could just talk to him or scare him. I don't know. I just want it back. I don't care how.
I understand, but, you know, it's not wise to just wade in something you don't fully understand. I'm just trying to understand. So why won't he give it to you? Is he just a bully, or is he got some history?
Well, I mean, I see he works at the docks, and I'm always at the docks, and I don't know. I think he had it out for my father, and I don't know. He stole it from me. Literally, just met me down at the docks when none of the guards were watching, and he basically strong-armed it from me, and that's it.
All right.
I want it back.
Why not go to the guards?
Yeah, I did. When they said it was too petty. It wasn't worth their time. They told me to go buy a new one. But this is not something you can just buy.
I do want to roll insight on him to see if he's being honest.
Sure. Go for it.
God. Oh, the fans. All right, hold on.
Hey, you made a famous character. You deal with it.
I deal with it.
So what are you trying to insight him for? What are you looking for?
Yeah, to see if he's being truthful.
I'll say sort of, but he's withholding. He's definitely not telling you the full truth, and there's more to this story you get.
So I understand what you're saying, but I also understand that there's something you're not telling me. And I won't help you until I have all the facts.
Oh, like what? What am I withholding?
You're holding something out on me. You're asking me to help you. And I could be risking my life and the lives of my friends.
Oh,
So
God,
you
you
need
could take Conk. You're in no danger from Conk, or Plunk.
I'm sorry, I won't help you unless I have the entire truth.
Okay. Fine. Well, we were gambling, and then I had to pay him 2 gold, but I thought I had the gold on me, and I didn't. And then he grabbed that as a form of payment, even though that's worth way more than 2 gold. So, I guess, to me, he stole it, but he took it as payment for when we were gambling.
If you give him the gold, will he give you an it?
No, I tried to go back and offer him back the 2 gold, and he won't give it back.
Can't you just win it back?
He cheats. He's a little shifty bastard.
All right. I'll go down. I'll talk to this plunk guy. I make no promises.
Oh, thank
Now,
you. Oh,
Why
he
don't you
looks up
come
you-
with me?
Oh, he hates me.
Well,
I
you
can
come with me.
Okay.
You come with me.
Okay. Roll
We're gonna
persuasion.
do this.
Roll persuasion to see if you can persuade this guy.
I'm gonna give myself bardic inspiration.
And I want to give her advantage on this.
Oh, okay, hold on. I gotta
How are you
find-
hoping to persuade?
I'm just staring daggers into this kid.
Very good. So you're intimidating him into being persuaded.
She's trying to persuade him, and I'm more like,
Yeah, I know, I get it. This is funny. Oh, that's a better roll. 28.
Oh my god. Plus my bardic inspiration, which is I think a D6.
Okay. Roll it. It could matter.
Missed it by
Aww,
one.
DC was 30. Oh no. This guy's like an iron wall. No, yeah. So you say it, and then he looks at Finwick, and he looks at you. Didn't even roll with advantage, did you?
Oh no! Hold on. Let me roll again. I forgot.
Not that
no, it
matters.
was persuasion.
I just noticed it said 1d20, so I just noticed.
Yeah, no, I'll roll again just to see if we get the natural 20.
Oh, okay. No.
No.
He looks at you. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll come with you, just so you can find the right guy. Yeah. Okay. Let's go.
All right.
But you'll keep me safe, right?
I'll keep you safe.
Okay.
Lead the way.
All right. Come with me.
I look to Fidwick and I mouth, I'm sorry.
Finwick just shrugs.
Yeah. I'd like to throw quickly back to anyone but Fancy, just for your thoughts on what it's like to be the friend of a celebrity. How does it make you feel?
Pretty exciting.
Yeah, it's certainly something to witness.
I don't think Angus really understands what she actually does, because no one explained any of this to him. I met her parents, and they were performers.
Oh, that's funny.
I'm kind of like half in, half out of these jokes, right? So it's like, so Angus is always in a state of confusion at any given moment about something.
It's not like you made a character that would be easily confused. It's just the way things are working out.
I'm a blacksmith, and I left the mountain, and this is what's happening. I don't understand what's going on in any of this Spy Society stuff.
You might see some old posters of my character around town.
All right,
But yes,
well, you approach
we'll go to the docks.
Anchor's Rest, and the smell hits you at once. Salt spray,
Ugh.
tar-soaked ropes, the thick musk of fish oil and damp wood, seagulls overhead. You know, they're flocking away. The distance shouts of sailors and dockhands, and you notice there's dock guards patrolling the area in groups of 2, casting... there's people casting nets, of course, that are allowed in certain little areas here around the boats and stuff, but most people obviously go out, but sometimes they're casting their nets there. But otherwise, I guess now that you have this guy, you persuaded him to come with you. I do not require skill checks to try to track down this plunk character.
Damn straight.
This guy will lead you right to where you need to go. So,
Perfect. Get her in, get her done.
get her done. As you make your way between the barrels and coil nets, you spot the man, and the young teenager points the finger to, let you know where to look. and you see a man working with slow, heavy motions near the edge of the pier. He's shorter than most, broad-shouldered and heavy in the belly, a squat, rough-looking figure. His shirt is ragged and open at the chest, sleeves torn off. His bald head catches the light of the day, and the coarse brown beard frames a face hardened by years at the docks and salt wind. Around his waist and across his back is slung a net, a long fishing net, dyed deep blue, with bronze hook shape like glinting seahorses. And this is the guy. Mm-hmm.
Oh, God. Okay. I stroll up.
Is everyone joining, or?
Not side by side. I'm gonna blend into the crowd, but be there if I need to.
I'm gonna always just be behind her as like a backing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just going to watch and get a nice view of whatever's going to happen here.
I want to be 5 foot back away from this.
And you
Oh
know,
my God.
you all look at this guy. You're not sure what he is. He's about the height of a dwarf, but he kind of don't have all the other dwarf traits. He's not quite a halfling or a... Is he human? Maybe. He's something.
He's taller than me.
Yes.
Okay.
Right. As we're walking up to this guy, I'm going to just channel a little bit of magic, and I'm going to cast Enhance Ability on you for charisma.
Okay. Nice. All right. So I walk up to this gentleman.
Oh, gentleman. Nice to...
Gentleman. Excuse me, Mr. Plunk, is it?
He pauses his work for a moment. He looks up at you. His eyes narrowly stare at you.
I smile.
Yeah, what is it?
My name is Fancy, and well, you see,
Yeah, I've heard of you. You think you're popular, do you? My God, yeah.
No,
I'm never going to your shows. You charge too much, you know that? No
I'm
chance
really
in the
sorry.
world I'm going over there to see one of your shows.
I can offer you a free one, but
No.
that's not why I'm here. And I believe we have a mutual acquaintance. You see that young man there? And I turn and I point right to the boy.
Huh? Who the hell's that supposed to be?
You don't recognize him?
What's his name?
Amir?
Mir who? I never heard of him. I don't know no
tells
such
me-
ragtag.
He tells me that fishing net, it's beautiful.
Listen, why don't you
fishing net.
just frig off now, all right? Plunk's too busy to do this. Lots to do. And he goes back to
I
work.
understand you're really busy, but I'm here because I was asked to be here, and I would really appreciate if you can give me a little bit of your time.
I'm a big shot like you now coming down the docks thinking you can take up my time and I'm out here hardly working. What do you want?
I understand that fishing net. He claims it belonged to his father, but he lost it to you in a game of cards. I'm just here to see if there's any way that you would be willing to give me the fishing net so I can give it back to him.
No. Whenever that boy's saying he's a liar, Plonk owns it now. You know it's mine. What's this got to do with you anyway, Ducky, huh? Why are you asking all this?
He approached me and told me that that fishing net belonged to his father, that his father made that fishing net. He lost it to you in a game of cards. He would like to have it back. He asked me to come down, seeing if you would be willing to make a deal with me since you were not willing to deal with him.
No, what do you expect me to do here? Sell it to you?
Whatever.
I ain't selling it, man. This is my lucky net. No friggin' way. Not in your life, Missy.
Is
No
there
coin,
anything
no
at
coin,
all?
get it from me. No coin will get it from me.
50 gold?
No,
50 is a lot of gold.
no.
Is there anything that you would be willing to trade for?
What you got?
To be quite honest, Mr. Plunk, I ain't got a whole lot. I have gold, and that's about it.
And you know what I ain't got? A whole lot of time talking to you. Waste my time. Getting back to work. He goes over there throwing barrels.
Is there anything I can do, Eddie, like persuade or anything?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Can I put Flinton's coin in her hand? Just be like, flip this.
What makes this net so lucky that he gives up 50 gold, which is like more than he'll ever see in his entire life, most likely.
Okay, hold on. What? You said flip the coin?
Yeah. So narratively, you flip it, but it gives you advantage on the next check you do.
Okay, so and I've got a boost from Angus. Okay. So as I'm going to use persuasion, what does the boost give me?
It's your
Mike?
advantage.
Oh, okay. So I just have
No,
okay.
then I'll just keep the coin.
Keep the coin? Okay. I might need it later. All right. Persuasion. We'll roll with. I'm going to give myself bardic inspiration again. Oh man, hold on. I got to find it. Where's it to? Bardic inspiration. Nope. Are you here? Here. Okay. Normal.
You get advantage, so you roll again.
And rolled. Oh.
You didn't click the advantage button.
No, I didn't. I wasn't expecting it to roll, but it did. Okay, hold on. Persuasion. It rolled?
So you got a 19
Okay, it
as your
rolled.
best one, right?
19 plus 21.
All right. He's working away there.
I'm smiling. I'm being like my most charming, and I'm pretty damn charming.
He looks up at you. You're still here?
I'm still here, Mr. Plonk.
I'll tell you what. No, got to make this deal a bit decent. All right. We got 50 gold, like you said. I want tickets to a big show. And he's looking around. He just and something shiny.
Something shiny.
Yeah, something that's impressive and shiny.
I don't have anything impressive or shiny. Hold on. Let me check my pockets.
I don't even know if you have anything impressive or shiny, but
I have nothing. I have a dagger.
I have a black dragon scale.
I'm going
Single
to throw
one.
a dart at
Ooh.
his feet.
Okay. So, I give the 50 gold. The dart lands at his feet, and it
Oh no,
shines in
I'm
the
throwing
sun.
it at his feet.
yeah.
Like
So
I'm trying to stab it into his foot.
Oh, okay. I give him the 50 gold as that happens.
okay,
And
so
then I will say,
as the 50 gold exchanges into his hands, so you're actually
Yeah.
impaling him with the dart, or are you just trying to make it land into duck?
I'm trying to put it. Yeah, I mean 50-50. I'm trying to land it so it lands like next to his toe, so to the point where it's almost piercing his toe. Yeah.
All right, give me an attack roll. See how accurate you can be with this.
All right, sounds like fun.
Come on, nat 1, get him right in the eye.
ooh,
Yeah, with 22 you can put it where you want.
All right, so right, like it'll touch his foot, but it won't hit his foot. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, yeah. He takes some money and at the same time, it's like ding, the dart comes in, he looks down. Looks up, oh, blue, black, and blaze, holy movies, what the hell's that? What the hell's that? And he dives behind a barrel, looking for cover.
and I call out to him. And as for your tickets, the next time the circus comes here, you just take your friends and you go to the front, the box office, and you tell them Fancy sent you, and that's all you'll need.
Oh, that's it. God,
That's
Jesus.
it.
As he's like looking around to see who attacked him, he's just still talking to you, and he's just like, yeah, I figured that way, I might finally be able to get a date if I can take him somewhere nice. Probably take him
I'm
out
sure
there.
you can, Mr. Plunk. And in the meantime, can I have the net, please?
It's Plonk. Not Plonk.
I apologize. Is my accent Plunk?
Yeah, I might learn some English, but I learn to talk properly, will you? Jeez, man.
The net, please.
Good enough. He takes off the net, gives it a kiss goodbye, and reluctantly hands it over to you.
Okay. Thank you for your time, and I won't waste any more of it. And I leave.
And he's ducking behind the barrel, looking around to see where that dart came from.
I give Finwick a wink because I know what happened. And I turn around and I smile at Angus.
So the dart made him forget about something shiny.
Well, the dirt's kind of shiny.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got like a sheen to it.
I'm just gonna like blank look. I can't believe you just paid 50 gold for a net.
Yeah, I did that. I'm gonna go to Amir.
Celebrities pay all kinds of money for useless crap all the time.
I'm gonna hold out the net to Amir.
Oh, you did
Does
it.
the net look particularly well made?
Yes, very much so. Like immaculately made.
Can I cast Identify on it?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll hold it so you can look at it before I hand it back.
I'll cast
It's a
Identify on it.
legendary artifact.
It is legendary.
It is indeed lucky.
It's a sentient weapon.
Yeah. No. You're going to cast Identify, right?
Yep.
Okay. You cast Identify, and you understand that this net is indeed very old, very magical. It is a net that, when cast, will guarantee to fill itself almost immediately. It also will lures in and snares fish of all sizes, and it will stretch and adapt. So it could be like a shark or a whale. Probably could come up, and it will adapt to the aquatic life and entrap it completely.
No, looking at it and casting Identify, do I believe that his father made this, or does this look like something that's like beyond a family heirloom?
I guess that'd be an insight check or
Yeah,
an
I'll
arcana
do
check or
whatever.
something. I don't know.
Whatever one you want me to make.
Whatever you pick.
I'm gonna go Insight. It's a big 13.
Not well. If he claims that his dad was a fisherman at sea, pretty unlikely. Because if you had that amount of magical ability to craft this, you wouldn't be still out fishing, probably, unless you just enjoyed it. Because it's a very powerful magical item in its own right. Not for combat or anything, but
Well,
Infinite food, if you're by water.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
Like, literally the Jesus net.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
That's why it's called. He knows his accent. The Jesus net, because he's like a newbie.
As I'm looking at this, I'm kind of gonna look at Fancy. I said, I don't think his father made this, and he didn't seem to know who that kid was.
What do you mean? No, that's my dad's net. Come on. You're a hero, Fancy. I thank you so much.
I'm gonna stare at him, and I'm going to try something. I'm gonna let my eyes smoke. And I'm gonna say, I'm gonna let you try one more time. I'm gonna try to intimidate him.
And let the whole devil out. You guys
I'm
have-
gonna give Angus bardic inspiration.
Okay.
And Angus still has the net. I haven't taken the net back because I agree with Angus.
Are you unleashing the devil within for this intimidation roll?
No, I am smoking my eyes.
Are you going to release a devil on a kid who's trying to steal a net? Sure. We're just going to start something downtown. Let's do this.
Even with bardic inspiration, I don't think this is going to get there. But you know what? That's a big 8, Eddie.
8 by, yeah. Now, it wasn't very hard to intimidate a teenager, but 8 ain't enough. He looks at you and says, "Whoa, what's with you?" And he looks back to you, Fancy, and he just puts his one hand on the net, and he's just like, "This is Dad's net. You gotta give it back to me after you're a hero, right?"
I'm a hero for those who need it.
I need it. I need it.
I asked you to be truthful with me the first time.
I am. I was.
All right, well, I'll give you the net. But I'm still holding on to it.
His sigh of relief quickly goes away again.
And trust me, I'm flattered that you sought me out and you think that I can help you do this. But honestly, I didn't do it on my own. I had my friends. And next time, please don't use someone's fame to help you out. You said you gambled and you lost this. That was fair and square.
Well, no, I bet 2 gold. I didn't bet the net. And you just took the net because I couldn't pay the 2 gold.
Well, it's still a bet. You still lost.
Oh. Well, lesson
So
learned. Okay, lesson learned. And he starts tugging on the net.
So listen, I'll let you have the net. Don't repeat this in the future. I will not help you again. Don't take advantage.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Does it seem like he learned his lesson? Do I need to roll insight?
Inside.
Okay. I will hunt you down.
What I have is a particular set of skills.
18?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he learned a lesson all right, but not the lesson you want him to learn.
Yeah.
Can I cast guidance on her while she's doing the insight?
Sure. Yeah. Put your hand on her shoulder or something. And...
Yeah, so you get an extra D4 on that one.
Okay.
All right. With the 20, it bumps up to... Yeah, he learned a lesson all right. A lesson on how to manipulate people.
I rolled really high.
Do your chaos. This is the time. Fuck shit up.
Yeah. Okay. If I'm getting that vibe, I smirk at him. And I allow my entity to take over. I'm actually angry that I was used and manipulated and I brought my friends into this. That is not cool.
Okay. Here's the thing.
Kill this kid.
I'm gonna still leave it up to you, but what what would you like to do here now?
I want him to be scared shitless.
Okay.
And maybe drop the net.
Okay.
You haven't given him the net yet, though, have you?
No, I'm still kind of like half holding on to it.
No roll required. You all witness as smoke trails out of Fancy's eyes for a brief moment before her entire body becomes that of Shadow. And as your eyes flare up, are you going to say or scream anything or just stand and look menacingly?
I'm just going to stand there and look menacing.
He stumbles backwards, trips over a piece of rope that was on the dock, falls backwards, and he's pushing back. He's like, what? No, what? And he can clearly see.
I grin, and I say, run.
Nice. Okay, and with that, yes, the run he does. He scrabbles and turns away. He realizes that he's overstepped. He was so close. But he turns and scrambles away. The rest of you see her in a light you've never seen her before. She is just a fluctuating shadow. The only thing you've seen similar to it, would have been Angus when he went in shadow form, but even that was kind of half material and half the devil flesh. This is just full on shadow, just like a void of darkness. And yeah, I am going to, though, roll the perception check for the dock guards. So Silverstone Protectors, here is a guard. They're rolling perception
I'm not hurting him.
as they're on patrol. Oh my! Okay. And with that, they basically looked over and seen this kid in panic screaming, running for his life as you are standing there in this form. And you know what? That's what we'll pick up next time because it's 112.
I'm sorry, guys.
All right, everybody, the next episode will be here on the screen if it's available at this time. Otherwise, if you enjoyed it, be sure to hit the like button, comment down below, let me know your thoughts on the adventure, share this with your friends if you want to help this channel grow, and as always, stay in the light.